It's the Orioles on Masson, and welcome to Birdland. Number 1, it's not raining. Number 2, it's not raining. Number 3, yes, it's the Rays and the Orioles beginning a 4-game set. That is blue sky, and there's actually light coming from a thing called the sun, which you haven't seen a lot of here lately. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and welcome for the Orioles. Game ran out last night with the Red Sox, and that's a fortunate thing for the Orioles, who are already down 5-0 in the second inning of that ball game. All of those numbers, it never happened. Now they'll play a doubleheader later on. Now it's 4 games against the Tampa Bay team that is revising what starting pitching is all about. And the amazing thing is they're making it work. They're getting guys coming out of the bullpen to start games, and somehow they are winning baseball games. For the Orioles, much of the talk, obviously, has been about deals involving position players. But there's something else the Orioles have got to be concerned with, and that's starting pitching. Take a look at what has gone on this season for the Orioles, where they thought they had gotten a lot of help. Not so far. The ERA for starters, 5.3, second highest in the league. The hits surrendered, 614, also second highest. The Orioles starters have given up more home runs than any other team in the American League, 101. In fact, the only team with over 100 surrendered. The highest whip in the league at 1.48, and innings pitched, the 4th fewest. Again, putting pressure on the Orioles bullpen, only 543 innings pitched. So, Mike Bordick, we spend a lot of time appropriately talking about position players who are coming and going, but those numbers are a little scary.
Yeah, they really are. And I'll be the first to tell you, I think this rotation is definitely underachieved. I mean, you expected Gausman to do much better. He actually did have a better first half than he ever has being a Baltimore Oriole, but he's been inconsistent. He's given up 20 home runs. Dylan Bundy, he's been inconsistent as well, and the long balls hurt him. I mean, you can go down the list. Everybody in the rotation, even David Hess and Ramirez. Hess has given up 11 home runs in 9 starts. So it's just, it seems like everybody, it's contagious, right? The long ball, Cashner's given up 16 home runs. All of last year, only 15. But you also have to look at the defense. The Oriole defense behind this pitching staff has not been good. Very inconsistent. The outfield doesn't have much range, so a lot more balls are dropping out there. So the pitchers, at times, it looks like they're just trying to be too fine, make that perfect pitch. They don't trust the defense right now, and that is a problem. The Orioles, I think, when they start looking at the pitching, they have to also look at this defense and try to improve that. You get a good defensive team behind any pitcher, and he's going to feel a lot better at just putting the ball in play. Early contact. But right now, a lot of these balls that are put in play are finding holes.
Well, Alex Cobb hopes those holes are filled up in this ball game. He goes against his former team where he had pitched all of his career prior to this year. He has lost 2 games against this Tampa Bay team so far this season.
Yeah, and Tampa's a tough team right now. They got a couple hot hitters in there. It's a scrappy lineup that'll shoot the ball all over the field. They're definitely going to make Cobb work for everything tonight. But I'll tell you something that's pretty good about Cobb right now. His split finger looks like it's starting to come back. His last outing had real good movement down in the zone. Listen, there have been inconsistencies with all of his pitches. He's just got to get on a roll, and something we're going to talk about during the game, he's a much better second-half pitcher. So maybe the start is now for Cobb to start eating up some innings and just pitching much better. And hopefully, if a starter gets on a roll, maybe they'll all follow suit.
And if the Orioles offense can roll a little bit, that certainly will help the cause, giving the pitchers a little more leeway. Orioles finally getting some numbers. Jonathan Scope, Caleb Joseph are red hot in the lineup. Tim Beckham looked like he's picking it up. So if you can have that sustained here through the second half, add a couple more, get some of that offense going, that also has a dramatic impact on what the pitchers can do.
Yeah, you got that right. And you'd love to see the Orioles make those early marks, you know, come out strong, put some numbers on the board early, help the starting pitcher relax a little bit out there on the bump. And it seems like every night they're pitching from behind. And obviously not getting deep enough into ball games. But you said the offense has been lacking all season long. Listen, inconsistencies up and down with this team. It doesn't matter whether it's defense, pitching, offense, and ultimately, if they all start getting a little bit better, this team's going to play a little bit better. And if your offense is putting up more runs and your defense is catching the ball, the pitcher's numbers are going to be much better.
All right, we'll see how that all works out tonight. It is a 4-game stand as the Rays are in town. Tampa Bay, the Orioles. Check the lineups when we come back to Camden Yards. Low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. And by Royal Farms. Pick up your ROFO rewards card today at any Royal Farms to save on gas and to start earning points for free stuff. Details in store. And some blue skies. Game time temperature brought to you by BGE Home. We know more. We do more. 87 degrees. Humidity is down. It was very hot. But without the rain, hallelujah, we may actually get in a 9-inning ball game. We'll see how it goes. Breeze blowing out to left tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Rays. It'll be Kiermaier, Duffy, and Bowers getting the start in left field. Crone, Cho, Wendell, Hechavarria, Perez, just acquired, is going to be working behind the plate, and Malik Smith will get the start in right. Wendell this season against the Orioles, leading the team in that average against O's pitching.
And let's take a look at Alex Cobb's pitch arsenal this season. The four-seam fastball up at 55%, knuckle curve 22, almost 23%. The split finger is a pitch that's been missing ever since Alex Cobb had Tommy John a couple seasons ago. Knuckle curve's been sharp, but it's been getting hit around a little bit, and probably because of the inconsistencies with the fastball. But that split finger could ultimately be the pitch that gets Cobb going again. He hasn't had it in a couple years. If that starts going well, Cobb could turn the corner and have a sensational second half. His last couple starts, he's had much better action with that split finger down in the zone. It seems like he's more confident throwing it just a little bit more. See the numbers on the year, all still very elevated. Opponent's hitting up over 300, and he too is having problems with the long ball. 17 home runs given up.
He has not won in 8 starts, picking up a couple of no decisions, 6 losses. Last win was on June 5. So it has been a long time for Alex. And as we said, he's got a 0-2 mark going against his former team. It's his 3rd career start against Tampa Bay. He, of course, was drafted by them in 06, first-year player draft in 4th round, and then spent 11 seasons pitching for the Rays. Now he pitches against them. And we are ready to go. Shift put on Kiermaier in the leadoff spot. Kevin Kiermaier will go after the first pitch, pop it up left field. Wind will blow it back just a little bit. Mancini is out there and puts it away. A pitch and an out on Kiermaier.
Let's take a look at the O's defense behind Alex Cobb tonight. Mancini, Jones, and Trumbo in the outfield. Beckham and Scope turning 2 up the middle. Peterson getting a start over at third base. Chris Davis at first, and Caleb Joseph, the red hot Caleb Joseph behind the plate.
So the work continues at third base for a number of players, and Jace Peterson one of them. This is his 15th start at third base for the Orioles. Nunez has gotten a lot of playing time over there. That's another one of the positions open for the Orioles for now and for the future. Cobb's pitch to Duffy will be taken up and in. Matt Duffy against Cobb for the first time. Having an outstanding year. He is 9th in the American League in average, hitting .305. However, of late, Duffy has really struggled as the average has dropped down 1 for his last 17, and he has not had an extra base hit since July 7. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery to him. Breaking ball will miss outside.
Now the only guy that's really scuffling right now, it seems, in this lineup. The month of July has been sensational for this Rays team as far as run production. They've almost doubled their output as far as pushing runs across the plate, and there's like 4 or 5 guys hitting up over 300.
Pitch on the way to him, and that's going to miss outside as well. One of the interesting things that's happened, the Rays offense, they're averaging 6.3 runs a game over the last 9. 6.3. Their record is 4-5. They have blown big leads in ball games that they have had. Generally, you get those kind of runs over 6 a game, you're going to put up some W's. It's not happened for them. Pitch is on the outside corner, and Duffy 3 ball 2 strike count.
Yeah, this Rays team, though, pretty interesting from the standpoint that they are probably the most aggressive team right now, and started way back in May with trading players. Talk about some of the pitching stuff. Colomé, who could have helped some of these games that they had leads in, he's got traded away to Seattle.
Yeah, they're adding players by the day. In fact, they had 2 trades that took place yesterday. One before the game, Nathan Eovaldi to the Red Sox for Jalen Beeks. Beeks is here, and then after the game they traded Matt Andriese, the right-hander, to the Diamondbacks for Michael Perez, and Perez is doing the catching, making his major league debut in this game. 3-2 delivery on the way. Duffy will go to short with this one on the short hop, played by Beckham. 2 down.
Boy, this young man, he's been raking. Mr. Bowers, you see down at the bottom, he's got the 4 home runs here in the month of July. And take a look at the rest of these numbers, how much this offensive team has been heating up. Only 227 batting average in June, up to 268. But it's the runs per game, 3.22 in June, 5.20 through the month of July. Their home runs have jacked up. Cron's just raking right now. He's got 4 home runs in the month. Carlos Gomez, who started so slow, he's been raking in July. Malik Smith, with all that speed's been getting on base. So there's some danger in this lineup right now. They are hot.
Bowers has not faced Cobb before. 10 RBIs last 9 games for him. He will take the pitch down low. Bowers batting 3rd in the order, getting the start in left field. And Bowers had a horrendous June and just completely turned it around. And that's going to happen when you've got young players who are getting their first real experience at the major league level. He on July 8, he was in a 3 for 33 skid, and since then has hit 276. Kevin Cash has really had to manage. I mean, not only with the pitching situation, but also with all these changes and young players coming up. Because like the Orioles, this is a ball club in transition. They're building. I mean, they've got a lot of young players on this team, and they get younger seemingly every day.
Yeah, they sure do. And I like some of the young players they have. Kiermaier, Gold Glove center fielder, plays the game hard, aggressively. So some of these young guys really recognize that.
He got him, and a good inning. Cobb sets the side down in order. Bowers on the strikeout. Take a look at the Orioles lineup coming up. Orioles 5 games to 4, but they've been pretty even ball games, each team scoring over 5 runs a game. Here's the lineup for the Orioles, brought to you by Southwest. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency. Beckham, Scope, and Jones. Trumbo, Davis, and Mancini. Valencia, Peterson, and Joseph. Jonathan Scope comes in with an 8-game streak.
And let's take a look at Hunter Wood's pitch arsenal this season. Got a good 4-seam fastball. He rushed it up there 91 to 95, and he's got some good finish on that pitch. At the end of it, you're going to see he works the top of the zone. I'm sure there's going to be some swing throughs on that pitch tonight. Okay, slider, real good curve though, 12 to 6, right over the top with that pitch. See the good earned run average there, 293. He's got 14 punch outs in 15 and a third innings, scattering the 13 hits, and opponents just at 228 off Wood. 2 home runs given up as well.
So here's another one of the guys coming out of the bullpen and acting as a starter. They've had to redefine. They now call these kinds of pitchers openers. There are starters, there are openers, and there are relievers. This is an opener.
Yeah, and the Rays have kind of brought the opener back into the game.
He has not worked more than 3 innings in any ball game. A couple in the last 2 innings in each of the last 2 games for Wood. And Tim Beckham will take the pitch. It'll be down low for a ball. Beckham getting an opportunity against a pitcher he has not seen before. Wood has no numbers against the Orioles. Has a 3 ERA in the 2 starts he's had, and just see how far he can go. If he's effective, he gets 2 or 3 innings. If he isn't, they'll yank him after 1 or 2.
Exactly.
And you'll see the 6 or 7 pitcher ball game that Tampa Bay has gone with much of this year. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Wood's delivery on the way, and Beckham on a check swing will foul that one off.
Yeah, Tim Beckham's been one of the hotter bats in the Oriole lineup. How about the last 12 games, popping 3 home runs, 7 steaks. The previous 36, boy, was he scuffling. Just the 1 home run and 6 RBI. So good to get Tim Beckham's bat going, especially here at the top of the order.
He has not faced Tampa Bay. He was not playing when the Orioles played this team earlier on the season. 1-2 delivery, and Beckham on a swing and a miss. He's gone. Good breaking ball right there, and a nice play by Perez, the catcher.
Yeah, that's the big curveball. 12-6 break. It looked like it almost broke the other way. Got so much over the top. That spin there and biting hard. And Tim Beckham reaching out, and there's a big finish on that pitch as well.
A lot of movement on that down and in. Jonathan Schoop coming up. They'll put the full shift on against Jonathan. Some teams do that and some don't. Schoop's got the 8-game hit streak coming into the ball game, and Jonathan with 1 down and the base is empty. Right-hander's delivery to him to the middle, right into the shift, almost over second base. Wendell's there to play at second baseman, and there are 2 down.
And take a look at the Rays defense behind Wood. Bauer's over in left field. Typically he's a first baseman. Kiermaier, the Gold Glover, in center. Smith in right field. Hechavarria back at shortstop. He's been banged up a little bit this year. Wendell, solid second baseman. Duffy at third. Crone at first base. And Perez, yeah, first major league game doing the catching tonight. He's brought over in the Eovaldi trade. No, not the Eovaldi trade, the Matt Andriese trade.
And he is noted for being an outstanding defensive catcher. They love the work he's done behind the plate in the minors. So a big day for him. Major league debut. He got here just in time to get his uniform and locker set. And here he is out on the field. Adam Jones. Adam's got a 5-game hit streak coming in. He's had 15 RBIs during the streak, so he's been hot, really helping the Orioles out against Tampa Bay. He comes in with a big 12 for 32 on the season against the Tampa Bay Rays. Defense shaded to right in the outfield. 1-0 delivery, and that will be taken for his strike. Adam with 2 down and nobody on. Spent a lot of time prior to the game talking with the media about the chances that he might be moved somewhere else, traded. He of course has to agree to any deal. He has a no-no on one that is brought forward to him. None has apparently at this point, and he's holding it tight to the vest. His answers to most of the questions, we'll see. We'll see who's offering and what they're offering and what it looks like for me and my family.
Yeah, he said he was in a good position, right? He doesn't.
He is.
Isn't all of a sudden going to be gone unless he agrees to it.
1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way. Jammed him.
There's that high fastball, 95 miles an hour. Now, when you're starting off a ball game, typically the reliever, you're just going to come in and give it all you got. Max effort. So he's topping out 95 miles an hour right now. Typically a starting pitcher, you see him maybe work in the low 90s, and every now and then he'll pop his best fastball.
He is a rookie. Played only 1 major league game in his career. That was last year. Good off-speed delivery right there. So both pitchers start out hot. Couple of strikeouts for Wood. Each side retired in Detroit. and see inside the numbers.
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting head-to-head matchup for these teams. There have been some serious blowout games. It looks pretty even if you look at the numbers all the way through, but the Orioles just blowing them away with home runs. They had a series here where they had to make up and play a doubleheader 4-game set where the Orioles pounded out 12 home runs, and they had one game where they won 17-1. So the number's a little bit skewed right there. Seems like every game, but maybe one in this series has been a blowout type of game.
For one or the other. See how this one goes. Shift is put on. C.J. Cron will take the pitch outside for a ball. Their starting first baseman. He has faced Cobb before. He's had a couple of hits, 6 at bats, including a home run off the Orioles starter. He is hot. 379 in July. Hit 130 in June. If you can explain that, you can be the platinum hitting instructor for Major League Baseball.
Oh, isn't it crazy? I mean, it's such a mental grind, really.
Yeah.
You know, you go through the ups and downs of a season. Obviously, the key to keep those lows at a minimum and try to bring them back up, kind of keep everything balanced. But the emotional part of the game, you try to keep it as even keel as possible. Even when you're struggling, you try to have that positive attitude. And when you're going great, you certainly don't want to be too cocky, or this game's going to humble you in a hurry.
He's had 9 RBIs against the Orioles this year with a couple of home runs. 1 ball, 2 strike delivery by Cobb to him, looking for the outside corner, and not quite.
A pretty good fastball.
Take a look
right
at
there.
how they line him up defensively. StatCast AI, powered by AWS.
Yeah, big power hitter here, and you see everything pulled, and obviously the Oriole defense adjusting accordingly.
Good pitch by Cobb, down and in. So he'll get a strikeout, number 2.
We'll take a look at the Mercedes pitch cast and take a look at the split finger right here. Looks like the fastball and dive bombing down and in. A strikeout he had against Bowers, same type of pitch. Good split finger there, and nice put away pitch. I'll tell you, he's feeling good about it as well, because he turned around and pumped his chest out. That's a good sign.
That'll bring up Ji-Man Choi. Choi is the designated hitter, left-handed batter. Shift on against him. He was a non-rostered player on this ball club. He's been around, was actually in the Orioles, within the Orioles umbrella for a very short period of time as a Rule 5 player back in 2015. That's a broken bat ground ball that'll go to Beckham. He'll make the play, and Choi is retired. 2 down. Now the Orioles hosting the Rays all weekend, and here at the Yard tonight you can enjoy fireworks and music at America's Ballpark, and it's presented by Maryland Excels. After the ball game, great music show will be put on, spectacular fireworks display, and that's all coming up here tonight. So if you're still in the area and you're not at the ballpark and want to come see it, you still got time to get here to do it.
Absolutely. And thank goodness the weather breaking, so it'll be a nice night.
And the Red Sox are not here. Oh, it's tomorrow. It's Friday. I'm sorry. I was thinking today was Friday. So tomorrow night, it's fireworks and music. Too. You can come tonight if you want to, but nobody's going to sing for you. 2 down and a 1-0 count. Wendell, the second baseman, 3 for 5 lifetime off Cobb. Pitch taken for his strike. Phil Cuzzy's home plate umpire. He is the crew chief. You got an umpire behind the plate who's historically favored pitchers by a great deal. If it's around the plate, you're probably going to get a call as a pitcher. 1-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be fouled off. And as Mike said, with the sinker working, Cobb got a real chance to get some outs, and early on, at least in this ball game, it looks like it's on.
It looks really good right now coming out of Cobb's hand. Got a lot of movement on his fastball. Nice get me over curve, and a splitty is working tonight.
Wendell was named the Tampa Bay Heart and Hustle Award winner for the team, as Adam Jones was with the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on. Left-handers hitting .303 against Cobb. 1-2 pitch on the way. Got it up, and he fouled it back. So Wendell holds tough.
A change in eye levels. Keep him guessing, keep him thinking right now. So elevate to the top with the fastball. Well, now there are a couple different ways he can attack. Of course, that split finger he'd like to work down and away again.
Big numbers against the Orioles. Wendell hitting .389, 6 RBIs against the O's this year. 1-2 pitch to him. He'll stay off it. It will be away. Cobb's numbers, obviously, with everything up. Slugging percentage has jumped by over 100 points this year. His hits per 9 innings is up by about 3 hits per 9 innings. That's a lot. 2-2 delivery on the way. That's going to go to second. Little soft liner, hauled in. Scope there to get it. That'll do it. It is a 1-2-3 inning. For those of you headed out for Friday night, it's only Thursday. More for every Orioles home run hit tonight. Play Home Run Rich's scratch odds went up to 50,000. Or enter non-winning tickets for a chance to be the contestant of the game. Visit mdlottery.com/home run. And Andrew, good luck. As you saw, the Orioles have done a home run number on this Tampa Bay team so far this year. It'll be Trumbo, Davis, and Mancini coming up. 3-game hit streak for Mark Trumbo. Playing in right field in the ball game, as he and Danny Valencia have been swapping off on those going to the outfield and those getting the DH role. Mark's been in there for a couple of ball games now in right field. He has started 18 games as a right fielder. 1-0 delivery by Wood will be chopped foul.
Well, you've already noticed with Wood, I mean, the exceptional stuff, the good fastball at 95, that power hook, 12-6 hook, but his delivery, he kind of messes with the hitters as well to kind of break their timing and rhythm. He's had a couple pause freezes at the top of the delivery. I know we did it to Adam Jones, and Adam just kind of took the pitch going, what the heck was that? So be aware that he's going to try to break the rhythm in a lot of different ways.
1-1 delivery on the way. Breaking ball had tied him up, but will miss down low. Wood was primarily a starting pitcher in the minor leagues. He's 24 years old, out of Springdale, Arizona. Minor league number of 25 and 24. He had a 3.23 ERA on 116 minor league games. 2-1 delivery, and he goes up with heat on that one, gets it up to 94.
And there's that life through the top of the zone. A lot of rotations on this fastball. When you're pulling it down from straight over the top, boy, does it elevate. It's like that rising fastball effect right there. Trumbo, just a subtle bat drop that gets over the top.
5 years in the minors, he averaged a strikeout per inning, and will just miss outside with it. A little movement on it, and the count goes to 3-2 from Wood. 3-ball, 2-strike count. Obviously not a lot of information on this right-hander, all out of the minors, with the 1 game up for Texas last year in his major league debut. 3-2 delivery on the way, and that'll be put up in the air. Left center field, not particularly deep. Bowers will come on and put it away. Trumbo retired by the left fielder. Well, caption this. Check out @Masson on Instagram. And you can provide your best caption for this photo for a chance to win a signed bat from Adam Jones. Brought to you by Antwerpen Toyota. Get in the game this season with a new Toyota from Antwerpen Toyota. Check it out, Masson Orioles on Instagram. Pitch is going to be taken down low for a ball. Davis. Shift on against him. Chris looking for his first hit on the homestand, an 0 for 7. He's had an 0 for 10 overall, covering the last 3 ball games. 1-0 delivery to him, and that will be in there for a strike. Pretty easy 96. Already bullpen action. Yarborough up in the bullpen, so it looks like they intend to go 2 innings with Wood here in this ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike count. All the numbers, of course, they're putting up with pitches. You spend all night looking at them because they've never been seen in the game before. They've had 32 appearances of at least 50 pitches. That is the most in the majors. The relievers lead the majors, as you would expect, with 477 innings pitched. That's more than 74 ahead of the second team. Breaking ball will be taken down low. They're averaging 6 or 7 pitches per ball game with these so-called openers. They've employed a bullpen day, 19 games in which they have started someone who was directly out of the bullpen, not an opener, but a real bullpen guy like Romo.
Yeah.
2 ball, 2 strike delivery, little hesitation right there, and he got him.
There it is. Breaking the Crusher's rhythm right there. Davis thinking about something else, sees that little hesitation, a double knee pump right there, and a fastball by him on the outside corner at 95. Man, that's what Davis is looking at. Yeah, and you wonder it does it twice. You start thinking.
Thought he was going to fall over. Here is Mancini. Trey Mancini will start in left field. He's had a 1 for 7 on the homestand so far. For Trey, 222 this year in the at-bats against Tampa Bay. Couple of home runs, 5 RBIs. Ground ball in the middle, got a shot, and it will be a base hit. Hechavarria went over, got a glove on it, slowed it down, but could not make the play.
Yeah, Hechavarria usually pretty solid out there. And this is a tough play for sure, showing the range up the middle, but looked like right at the end that ball kicked up on him and caught him off the heel. You see the recognition, though, keeping the eye on the ball. He knows it kicked up, and he tried to catch it on the back end. So he knows that ball took a little bad hop on him.
So the Orioles get a base hit and their first base runner of the ball game. That'll bring up Danny Valencia, the DH. With a runner on at first and 2 down, and Wood's delivery will be taken inside for a ball. Valencia here in the month of July has not had a lot of at bats, hitting just a .170. He's had 1 home run. As we said, Danny's rotated between the outfield and the DH role for the Orioles. Shift on against him in the infield, 1-0. Orioles DH has not been productive this year. The Orioles are last in batting average with a DH of 198. They've had the second fewest DH RBIs, 36, and the third fewest DH home runs with 14. Houston's the leader in RBIs. Evan Gattis, primary reason for that. 2-0 delivery on the way, will be way up. Home run wise, Chris Davis with Oakland powers their DH. He's got 26 to lead DHs. And the Yankees, average wise, goes to Giancarlo Stanton for DH at 275. 3-0 count. Danny Valencia, you get one to drive here. You'll be looking for a heater. Pitch will be inside, so he walked him.
And you're talking about all the pitchers, and of course the relievers that the Tampa Rays have used, and they have used the most different starters who were relievers since 2008. This year in 2018, the Rangers 7, the Nationals used 6. How about down at the bottom, last team with the 8 different relievers making starts a single season, the 1996 Pirates.
And here we go. Prepare thyself for pitching changes galore as Wood is out.
This is what the Rays have been doing this season with the bullpen games. And only the 1 hit given up. Obviously 1 walk, 3 punch outs though. The way he was throwing the ball looked like he could have gone 9 innings. I mean, a power hook. Now it's quick pitching change time, just like a Jiffy Lube signature service oil change. In and out fast, and you never need an appointment. Well, Ryan Yarborough now out of the Rays bullpen. This will be his 26th appearance, 8 wins with a .365 earned run average, and he has made 5 spot starts, 87 punch outs in 93 2/3 innings of work. Opponent's hitting the 238s, giving up the 11 home runs though. He's got a pretty good changeup and cutter combination. Fastball gets in there about 89, 90 miles an hour. See the inherited runner stranded. Of course, he's got a couple out there on the base, and he has been very good at that.
So here's Jace Peterson with an RBI chance, first and second. 2 down. No score in the ball game. Sweeping breaking ball with the left-hander coming on. He's 26 years old. Also out of Texas from Austin. He was acquired in a trade with the Seattle Mariners and pitched at AAA last year where he was 13-6. In the air, it's driven long and deep, but it's going to go foul.
Dang.
This is almost a repeat of the game that he pitched against the Orioles back on May 25. He came on and worked 7 innings. He gave up only 1 run, struck out 8. Sergio Romo, the closer, started that game against the Orioles, and Yarborough came on with 2 outs in the first inning. There's Romo, who also played third base, by the way, the other day.
Yeah, he did.
Now he comes on here with 2 down in the second inning of this game, and the pitch will be taken outside. I'm just thinking, watching Perez behind the plate, what a challenge this is in his major league debut with a team he's never been with before. He's probably going to catch 6 or 7 pitchers that he's never caught before,
right.
Much less met.
How about that?
2-1 count. Mancini Valencia on the base pass, and did he go? Nope. Adam Hamari down at third base. So Peterson a good eye on it, and the count will go to 3-1. Orioles trying to get a run in here early in this ball game. 2 for 15 against Tampa Bay for Peterson. 3-1 delivery on the way and brought it way inside, and they're loaded.
Nice indeed.
So a 2-out rally for the Orioles.
I think Peterson chased him out of there.
Number 9 hitter, but he doesn't have number 9 numbers.
Well, I'll tell you what, Caleb Joseph coming up in the right spot, one of the hottest Oriole hitters as of late. Last 16 games, how about a .340 batting average and 6 extra base hits, got 6 RBI as well. Quite a change from his first 30 games where he was only hitting .172.
Well, here's a big chance for the Orioles. Bases loaded, 2 down. Caleb with a 5-game hit streak. It's a shot to put some runs up on the board. Caleb will take the pitch inside for a ball. Right now, Yarbrough all over the place from the left-hander. Caleb has gone 1 for 3 with the bases loaded this year, picking up a double that actually cleared him. He'd like to do that again here with Mancini, Valencia, and Peterson on. Yarbrough's delivery to him. Caleb will fight that off. During the streak for him.
Take a look. Caleb Joseph's been so disciplined getting strikes to hit. Look at his 5-game hit streak. 4-12, 7 for 17 with the 3 extra base hits and 3 RBI. Caleb's showing some great discipline right now and a controlled swing. Not trying to do too much. Just putting the barrel on the ball.
1-1 delivery on the way to him, and an off speed at 81.
Change right there. Maybe his best pitch. A real good arm sell. Looks like a little movement down there as well. Sink action.
Caleb with a 1-ball 2-strike count. Little shift in the infield. Second baseman Wendell almost behind the bag. 1-2 delivery on the way. Caleb, easy swing, first base side, and that'll end up in the seats.
Yeah, another changeup right there, and just battling with 2 strikes. That change fading away hard. Just trying to keep this AB going.
Caleb's been on base now 10 consecutive games, along with that 5-game hit streak that he has got going. And here at home cooking's been good for him, hitting .311 in 24 home games and .147 in 22 road games. Monster difference. Bases loaded. Here's a 1-2 delivery on the way. Another one off speed, put up in the air to left. Bowers moves over near the warning track. He's got it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and the Orioles leave the bases loaded, 2 complete, scoreless.
All-Star break in this 7-year career, so it's a big sample size. 4.34 before the All-Star break, and of course we all know that he has been roughed up. Over a 6 earned run average before the All-Star break, so the hopes are that he settles back in just like he has in his whole career, back down to that 3.14. The Orioles need him to really step up. Somebody's got to step up in the rotation and lead the way. Those type of numbers tell you that the track record, he will.
So Cobb, a couple of good innings to start the ball game. This, of course, is where the problems begin. 16 third-inning runs, 21 fourth-inning runs, and 14 fifth-inning runs. So this is where he has run into trouble here in games this season. We'll see what happens here. Against the Rays this year, back in April, he gave up 7 runs, 10 hits, and 3 1/3, losing that one. And then in the second game of a doubleheader, he gave up 4 runs, 7 hits, and 5 2/3. Came out after a rain delay in that ball game, but also took the loss. And a strike on the outside corner. Hechavarria, bottom third of the order. Perez and then Smith coming up. Hechavarria 1 for 6. Lifetime off Cobb. The 0-1. Little stride back, fouled that one out of play.
And that breaking ball's been getting hit pretty good this season. And I think primarily because Cobb ended up just becoming a 2-pitch pitcher. His split finger just wasn't working the first half of the year. So hitters can file that away. And when you're looking for just 2 pitches, it makes it much easier.
0-2 delivery down low. Hechavarria is just getting back into the starting lineup. He had not started since Saturday. He had an oblique soreness that kept him out of the ball games for the first part of this weekend on Sunday. 1 ball, 2 strike count from Cobb. Hechavarria will take the pitch. It'll be away. Still trying to define the corners, both pitchers. Cobb working on seeing where he can get strikes inside and outside.
Yeah, a couple close pitches out on that outside corner. And Cobb hoping they were strikes.
2-2 delivery on the way. Goes down to third base. Backed up for the hop. Peterson. Davis on the stretch. Hechavarria is retired. As you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in tonight's game. So here is Perez coming to the plate. Major League debut, acquired from the Diamondbacks last night. 572 minor league games over 8 seasons. This year at AAA Reno, he hit .284, 6 homers, 29 RBIs. Real good defensive catcher, as we said, throwing out 35% of base stealers this year at AAA. In each of his minor league years, he's been noted by Baseball America as one of the best defensive catchers, both within the Diamondbacks organization when he was there and also in the leagues that he has played in. 1-0 delivery on the way, and he will take the pitch down low for a ball. 2-0.
Well, every team needs some depth at that catching position. The Orioles would love a little more depth, obviously, and the catching spot. And Wilson Ramos on the little setback with a hamstring injury right now.
It was interesting. The Rays designated for assignment Adam Moore, who had been brought up to be the catcher with Ramos out. And now they get Perez, and see you later.
See it.
So that didn't take very long on that decision. 2 ball 1 strike delivery on the way, and that'll go to short. Beckham as his bid for his first major league hit denied by Tim.
All right. Perez's eyes probably lit right up, thinking, all right, hard to the middle, and Beckham coming out of nowhere to take one away. And a smile on his face. It's a good jump. See his feet get a move, and boom, on that little line drive.
Beckham familiar with a lot of the guys over there in that Tampa Bay dugout as well, and you can see they're giving it to him a little bit. Former Tampa Bay Ray. 2 down, nobody on, and here's Malek Smith. Smith getting the start in right field. .290 against the Orioles this year. No home runs, 5 RBIs. Another left-handed batter. 6 left-handed hitters in the lineup for Tampa Bay. Average righty-lefty, not much difference against Cobb. They're both high, over 300. That will be fouled off.
It's a good fastball there, sticking it right in on that inside corner, right on the edge or just off inside.
Smith has had a 2 for 4 lifetime against Cobb.
Smith is the guy you want to keep off the base pass. Good year stolen base wise at 17 to lead this team.
He chokes up a little bit on the bat. 0-2 delivery will be fouled off. So Malek Smith fights it, keeps the count at 0-2. Tampa Bay in for 4. Who's going to pitch? Only heaven knows. Literally. Andrew Cashner, Chris Archer tomorrow.
Maybe.
Maybe. If Archer's still with the Rays. A much touted potential trade. Archer going somewhere. Feeling seems to be it'll happen sooner or later. So we'll see whether or not it happens sooner and whether he's around. Tampa Bay has not announced starters for the last 2 games of this series. Orioles have Kevin Gausman going in 1. There is Archer. And the pitch will be taken in a 2-ball 2-strike count. He figures he's gone. I mean, he's not obviously talking a lot about it, but he knows what the rumors are and that his days probably with Tampa Bay are done. Veteran pitcher, 3-4 in the year, 4.3 ERA. 2-2 delivery coming from Cobb, and that'll be up.
Good try. Worked the top of the zone right there, but Smith really hunkering in, locking in on that strike zone. He's going to battle everything, especially down low right now. That split finger should be coming.
3-2 delivery on the way. 7th pitch of the at bat will be up. So Cobb surrenders the 2-out walk here in the 3rd inning. First base runner for the Rays. Orioles hosting this ball club all weekend. On Saturday, the first 25,000 15 and over get the Trey Mancini bobblehead. Then on Sunday, the first 25,000 15 and over get the Birdland Summer Garden Gnome, presented by Ocean City, Maryland. For tickets, go to Orioles.com. We'll let you decide which one was the Gnome and which one was Trey Mancini. 2 down. Here's Kiermaier, flying out to left field his first time up, leadoff batter. There goes the runner. That didn't take long. Caleb's throws a good one. They got him. Great throw by Caleb Joseph. 31% of base stealers have been retired, and Smith had no chance. Caleb up in a hurry, and the ball waiting in Beckham's glove for the tag. Teams have asked about Strowman with the Blue Jays. Sportsnet Canada says they are expected to keep him. Don't want to get rid of him. Romine named the Heart and Hustle Award player for the Yankees. This is the Daily News headline saying after Gary Sanchez appears to lack both. Ooh. Stake to the heart.
Wow.
Wow.
And then he went on the DL, right?
Then he went on the DL. Yeah. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Well, time running out, and thank goodness for that. Get rid of the rumors, get the deals done that are going to be done, and see who ends up where. The non-waiver trading deadline at the end of the month. Pitch is taken for a strike. Beckham, a strikeout victim, his first time up. That came against Wood, the starter, who went an inning and 2/3. No runs, a hit, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Now Yarbrough on. Beckham has hit the lefties hard, 289 against lefties and a $193 against righties. 0-2 deliveries back over the screen.
Yeah, good to see Tim Beckham starting to square some balls up, and I always talked about last year just his hand strength, his wrist strength, and he hit a curveball In that Red Sox series, big 2-run shot where it was just all wrist strength. Just snapped it out of the ballpark.
0-2 delivery on the way. That one just floats away, way outside on it. And a 1-ball 2-strike count from Yarbrough. 26-year-old left-hander now asked to go 3, 4. If he's effective, could be longer than that. As we said, he went 7 against the Orioles earlier this year, coming on in a similar situation. Stays alive. Souvenir fouled off down the right side. Talk about all the deals going on and the team getting younger for this Tampa Bay team. 5 veterans in 2 months gone. Denard Span, Colomé, Brad Miller, Nathan Eovaldi, Matt Andriese. Familiar names to Rays fans, no longer in a Rays uniform. 1-2 delivery on the way, grounded hard and fair. Duffy said it went right over the bag. That was close, but right on it was Adam Hamari, who called it fair. Beckham didn't think so.
Fans don't think so either.
Beckham didn't get out of the box. Finishing up on our Major League Notebook on the East Twins page, the Red Sox, according to the Providence Journal, can utilize the hard-throwing Nathan Eovaldi, whom they picked up at the back end of their rotation, or eventually out of the bullpen. He's 28, missed all of 17 with the Tommy John surgery, and his 10 starts this year resulted in a 3-4 mark, 4.26 ERA. Depth. Yankees, Red Sox both going for depth.
Absolutely.
In pitching. And Eovaldi, one of them now, who will be with the Red Sox.
Yeah, Eovaldi, and typically it takes a year and a half, 2 years to recover completely from Tommy John surgery, but Eovaldi throws hard anyway. So if you stick him in the bullpen, he's flipping it up there 99, 100 miles an hour. Not a comfortable AB.
1 down, nobody on here in the bottom half of the third. You take a look at our league leaderboard, brought to you by Coons. When you're talking cars, you're talking Coons.
Most home runs post All-Star break, and Chris Davis out in Oakland is red hot, but Jonathan Schoop is here as well. 4 home runs since the break.
Broken bat down the line, left field. Bauer's coming, won't get to it. Schoop will make a big turn, but he will stay with a base hit.
Yeah, and when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, it's just a continuation for Jonathan Schoop. He is having a monster month of July. Here, taking one right off the label, but finding some outfield grass and nestling in there and get the Oriole offense going.
9-game hit streak for Jonathan Schoop. Broken bat base hit down the line in left, so the Orioles get a runner on, 1 away for Adam Jones. A strikeout victim, his first time to the plate. Orioles now with a couple of hits in the ball game. The Mancini and Schoop singles. Yarbrough's delivery in the air to right field. Alex Smith under it. Runner tags, won't go. Strong arm throw into second base. Adam Jones retired. 2 down. We'll never know. You can bet it was what they were seeing from Yarbrough.
Yeah. Well, that's what you hope it is anyway.
Yeah.
Talking about the pitcher and what he threw him, when he thought it was going to be thrown.
Here is Trumbo fired out to left field. His first time up. 2 down. Jammed him. Wow. Off the fist. Tough play for Wendell, second baseman. But a good arm, and he gets him. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Through 3. Zip. drive RAV4 Toyota. What drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. Gary Thorne and Mike Bordick with you. Great to have you on board here on a Thursday. And finally, a sunset where you can actually see some of the sun. Ray Zippo on the board. The Orioles 0-2-0. And always that beautiful reflection off the warehouse brick and windows. Cobb rolling along here with a walk and a couple of strikeouts so far. He's faced the minimum. That walk to Smith eliminated, caught stealing in the third. Alex's delivery will be on the inside corner for a strike. Kiermaier was up when the caught stealing occurred, so he gets to start over. Kevin Kiermaier 0-1, shift on against him. Kiermaier, no chance on that one.
I like that. Cobb, a little get me over breaking ball, so the ability to soften it up a little bit and flip it in there for a strike, and then a little bit harder on that one, tighter finish. And Kiermaier getting a little bit jumpy. Full advantage right now for Cobb.
0-2 delivery on the way. In the air, center field, hit pretty good. Adam Jones on his horse going back. It'll take right to the base of the wall. Kiermaier with good speed goes into second base. He's got a double. Ball literally at the bottom of the wall and just died right there.
Yeah, Adam Jones out there to play the carom off the wall. This ball is covered, though. Not the best two-strike pitch. Up ahead 0-2, and it's a fastball that leaks back over the heart of the plate. And Kiermaier gets on it, and then it gets hung out underneath the fence there. Adam Jones got to take a couple steps, but Kiermaier stuck at second.
So that will bring Duffy to the plate. There's the first hit picked up. Adam playing fairly deep as well. He's dropped back this year a couple of steps from where he normally plays. So Duffy up with a runner on his second base. His job now, either get him in or at least get him moved over to third. Grounded out his first time up. Kiermaier's got good speed, and the pitch will be at the knees for a strike. So their best hitter average wise stands at the plate, and nobody out here in the fourth inning.
Well, you got to believe Duffy's aiming to the right side. He's a baseball player with some pretty a good understanding of situational baseball.
Good pitch. Couldn't get around on that one. He's hitting .290 with runners in scoring position. Tampa Bay comes in with a .245 average. That is 9th in the American League. 0-2 the count. Kiermaier off second base. Inside. Orioles certainly expecting him to go to the right side because Beckham is the one who's holding the runner even with a right-handed hitter up.
Yeah, absolutely sliding over. And you see Alex Cobb, he's had a tough time with runners in scoring position at .330 batting average. 2 outs, some troubles, runners on. Troubles there. Yeah, tough start in an Oriole uniform for Alex Cobb. Got to come up with some big pitches here in the fourth.
1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way. Jammed him. Fouled it off. Kiermaier not sure, headed down to third. He'll go back. Great to see Kevin Kiermaier back. I mean, this is one of the outstanding center fielders in the game, or outfielders, wherever he's playing. Center in the ball game tonight. He's only had 26 starts, been on the DL. Continuing physical problems for him. Just a good player. Kind of guy you really want to be out in the field.
Yeah, absolutely. And just signed a big deal, didn't he?
Yeah.
They extended him, and
he's a franchise player. 1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way, and that'll be outside. And the count will go to 2-2 on Duffy. So Cobb having to work with a leadoff double. Top of the order as well. Bauers, number 3 hitter, is waiting on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beckham working with the runner. Again, another pitch outside. Cobb probably thinking, look, he's trying to go the other way, so he wants to hit a pitch that's away. If I can get it far enough away, he might go after it.
Yeah, try to reach out there, but you see, just a little too far. Hard Duffy to bite.
So the count's full, 3-2. Breeze has died down entirely here at the ballpark right now, and that's what he does. He goes the other way. Jonathan Scope will get it, and there's an unselfish at bat. Kiermaier moves over to third base. And Duffy does the old baseball thing. He helps his team out. The Orioles are going to host the Red Sox on Friday, August 10 through Sunday, August 12. On Sunday, August 12, all fans 14 and under will receive an Orioles retro talking alarm clock presented by United Concordia Dental and featuring a Joe Angel wake up call.
Oh, Joe.
How about that? Go to Orioles.com. Love that.
Throwing that clock off the wall.
I was just thinking the same thing. That goes off once. It's the only time it'll go off.
Joe Angel wakes me up. What?
What? The infield is drawn in. And a swing and a miss. Bauer's a strikeout victim. His first time up. Hitting .265 in these situations on the year, about 20 points higher than his overall average. Runner at third base. Orioles unwilling to surrender the run here. 0-1 pitch will be down low. Caleb with a good stop on it.
Yeah, Buck having a feeling it's going to be a low scoring game. And of course, with the Orioles offense, you got to have that feeling every night because they haven't been very productive. You see the green line out there. That's a sacrifice fly line. And typically it's back a little bit further. But Kiermaier's speed so good that it doesn't take much really to drive him in.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Delivered to Bowers, who will be away for a ball. His 43rd game, 6 home runs, 21 RBIs. He has 43 strikeouts and 23 walks on the year. And a 2-1 count here. And a base hit up the middle. So with a drawn in infield, he gets the advantage and takes advantage. Bowers gets the RBI. Kiermaier scores. That is a good old fashioned manufactured run right there in a 1-0 lead.
Well, it sure is. And taking advantage, like you said, of the drawn in infield. There's a split finger, not a terrible pitch, maybe elevated a little too much. Gives him a good look at it. He just beats the ball into the ground. Unfortunately, boy, if the infield was played back just a hair, definitely an out.
22 RBIs for Bauer. Kiermaier after the double scores and a run in. First 2 hits of the ball game for Tampa Bay coming here in the 4th inning. C.J. Cron, a strikeout victim his first time up. He will take the pitch outside for a ball. Cron with a look down at third here to see if anything is going to be on with Bowers over there at first base. He has 3 stolen bases, 3 out of 4 base stealers, 3 for 6 coming into the game against Cobb. They're 0 for 1 tonight. Runner not going, down to third. That's fair. Peterson looks, makes the play at first base, gets the out on Cron. Bowers goes down to second.
A nice play over there by Peterson. Well, slow roller. Yeah, no chance really to cut it back across the diamond. Catching it out in front. You saw the quick look right there. And the strong throw across the field. Peterson looking to take advantage of third base right now. Nunez couldn't claim it in his opportunities.
So they get the out. Tampa Bay gets a runner to second with 2 down. Ji-Man Choi grounded out his first time up. Their DH. All the starts he's had with the Rays have been at DH. Got called up July 10 from AAA. 2 down. Good secondary lead with the infield shifted. And the pitch will be up high for a ball. Choi's been one of those players up and down majors, minors, 4 different teams over the last 3 seasons. Brewers deal for Brad Miller. That's how he arrived Tampa Bay. And he gets an opportunity here to pick up an RBI. 1 up for the Rays. Little teaching going on with Nunez.
Yeah, you like to see that. A couple of the younger players. Ramirez, Jeffrey Ramirez, the pitcher, and of course Nunez on the right. Or Buck's right.
Jeffrey Ramirez is going to be bumped back because of the rainout, by the way. He will start on Tuesday now. Broken back ground ball. How about that? There was nobody there with a shift on. No play at the plate. Choi delivers an RBI on a little seeing eye broken bat single, and it's 2-0.
Well, unfortunately, the shift doesn't work all the time. Orioles shifted over wholeheartedly And Peterson's got to stay close to the third just to honor the runner at second base. Cronus second base, and this ball just rolling through the infield. Very frustrating for a starting pitcher. Cobb made a pretty good pitch. A soft hit ground ball leads to the second Ray run.
So Choi picks up his third RBI with Tampa Bay. Overall in the year, he's got 6. And that's a 2-out base hit. Here's Wendell. Wendell with real good speed. That forces Peterson to play in at third base. About a step in front of the bag. Joey Wendell lined out to second his first time up. Choi on at first will be held by Davis. Couple of runs in. 3 hits in the inning. And the breaking ball misses down low. Don't know what it is about these middle innings for Alex Cobb, but he just looks like a different pitcher.
Yeah, command just a little bit off. Not quite as crisp as he was the first 3 innings. And maybe just trying to do too much second time through.
2-0 delivery. That'll go to short. Backhanded. Got to go to first. And just got him. He wanted to go to second base, but he didn't have anybody there to make the play to. And just barely able to get the out on the speedy Wendell at first base. Couple of runs in, 3 hits, 1 left. PNC make today the day.
Well, Alex Wells, this is not the first time. Multiple times he's been on the minor league insights for the successful job he's been doing. Signed by the Orioles at 17, now 21 years old. Pitching in Frederick, and how about a 7-inning start, scattering the 8 hits and no earned runs. Last year he was dominant, pitching to a 2.38 down in Delmarva. Alex Wells on his way.
And Chris Davis at the plate. Strikeout victim his first time up for Chris. Davis, Mancini, Danny Valencia, Ryan Yarbrough, left-hander, first of the relievers we will see in the ball game, and he's got a 2-0 lead to work with here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, he's breaking some bats right now. Pretty good cutter in on the right-handed hitters.
He'll just miss inside with it. A lot of movement on those pitches, huh?
Oh yeah, we've got a nice sweeping slider. Real good change with that arm cell. It cuts it a little bit.
2 ball 1 strike count on Chris. Davis will pop that one up. It'll come back over the screen. Chris hitting 123 off lefties, 164 off righties. The numbers have not picked up in July. 152. It has been a pretty steady, consistent, right around 150 to 160 average all year. 2 ball 2 strike count, and a breaking ball stays in. So Chris will work at full 3-2.
Well, that's why they shift Chris Davis, filling up the big percentage numbers there. Davis really all about the pull.
Full count delivery. right at his feet. And the count will stay full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just for Chris, it hasn't, I mean, very little. It doesn't matter righty lefty or home and road. Hitting 154 at home and 152 on the road. There's no division you can find there for better or worse. 3 ball 2 strike pitch on the way, and that one fouled off. He didn't want to go around on that. Didn't. The ball rode in, hit the bat.
Yeah, boy. You see the frustration there by Davis.
So the count remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count delivery again. That's going to go right into the shift. Short hopped. Wendell with a nice play to get the out. Talking about minor leaguers. How about this minor leaguer?
Yeah, Cedric Mullins in center field. Look down at the bottom right, though. Bases are loaded and 2 outs. They need a big play, and Mullins comes up with a huge play. How about that diving effort? Straight on. One of the tougher plays in baseball. Making that diving play. What Cedric Mullins does. His name continues to be talked about, and that's why.
Question of when, not if. And the pitch will be taken up high. I think the Orioles want to give him just a little more time at AAA. He's had to come along in a hurry. And it certainly looks like he's settled in there and played well. But the expectation is he'll be here sooner than later. Trey Mancini, he'll take the pitch down low, 2-0. Trey grounded out his first time up. Valencia waiting on deck. Orioles have gone 6-14 so far in this month of July. Rays are 11-9. Orioles have not had more than 9 wins in any month. Yikes. What a nasty jam shot that was.
Yeah, just cut in there. Man, Trey so good really at expanding, especially inside, and that one just kept chasing him, kept moving in underneath the hands.
Trey's 218 off lefties, 219 off righties. 1 down with the bases empty. 2 runs in for the Rays. And the 2-1 delivery. Yarbrough will miss outside with it. 3-1.
Yeah, the Rays with all their trades, all their movement, moving different players all over the place. Their bullpen games, and they are 2 games over 500 right now.
Isn't that amazing?
It really is.
They have really made it work. And a swing and a miss. They are almost exactly where they were last year at this time with their record of 2 games over. They finished 2 games under last year. They were 80-82 was their final record, and they're more or less right where they were. Difference, of course, for everybody else in the division is that the Red Sox and Yankees have been so hot they're further out. They're 18.5 out of first place.
Yeah, and the Tampa team is a completely different team anyway. Last year they hit home runs. I mean, they hit a ton of home runs, and this year they're they hit the fewest in the league. They're one of the teams with the lowest number.
Pretty good battle going on right here. Bill Cuzzy, the home plate umpire, took that one.
Yeah,
pretty good force, but smiling.
Right up over Perez's head, and then twist Cuzzy's mask right off.
Perez going. It's my major league debut, so I haven't been here long enough to know you, but I know that hurt.
Give you a little time if you need it.
Yes, I will. Even I can do that. Good battle here. 3 ball 2 strike delivery again towards the hole. It'll be backhanded. Echeverria. Oh, nice pick. C.J. Cron at first base. A little help, a lot of help for his shortstop.
Yeah, Echeverria going deep in the hole. Take a look at his back foot right here. When it plants, it slips a little bit, and he doesn't have time to reset, so he's got to throw it from that low angle. Can't really get his legs into it, and he's helped out by Cron on the back end. There he is, good position until that slip, and then he's got to throw it from down low. And fortunately, Cron there to dig it out.
Real good play, shortstop first. Couple of good plays here. Wendell at second made 1, and now they make 1. 2 down, nobody on. Strike taken at the knees. Danny Valencia drew a walk. His first time to the plate. So Valencia gets a shot at the left-hander, and Danny is never going to complain about that. 0-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be taken outside. He is the Orioles' most dangerous hitter against left-handers. Career average .312 now against left-handed pitchers, and that is third among active American League players in average against lefties. Jose Altuve .339, Miguel Cabrera .316, and Danny Valencia .312.
And that's no small sample size either.
No.
Has a lot of ABs in there. It's over 1,000 ABs.
1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way. Went for the outside corner, doesn't get it.
Plate appearances anyway.
The differential that Danny has between lefties righties is the largest of any active player in the majors who's had 3,000 plate appearances. Big difference of 0.67 in average. Had a chop down on that one, pitch up and in.
Well, Yarborough's pitching tough right now. Real good changeups down and away to the righties, and then busting them in with the cut fastball. Not leaving many pitches on the heart of the plate.
2 ball, 2 strike count with 2 down. Ryan Yarborough. Infield shifted a bit, but not all the way around. Danny's going to go the other way and gets a base hit. So he takes care of that on a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Valencia's on with a single.
And pretty impressive stroke right there with the 2 strikes. Danny Valencia let this slider back up. Yarborough trying to backdoor it, sneak it by him, but he stays on it. Great head position. How about this? Highest percentage of opposite field hits. The Tampa Rays leading the way at 26.4, and right behind them the Baltimore Orioles.
That's our Maryland Live Casino Inside the Numbers.
Yeah, Trey Mancini leading the team, the Orioles team, going the other way at up over 38%, but Malik Smith near 40% going the opposite field.
So the Orioles get a runner on. They are trailing here 2-0. Base hit. Inning continues. Jace Peterson drew a walk his first time up. Danny Valencia on at first base, making those 2 defensive plays made earlier look even more important here in this inning. 26-year-old lefty looking over is the 1-0. In the air to center, not deep. Coming hard, Kiermaier. Hard. Sliding, doesn't get it. Play will come to second base, and not in time. Ball gets away. A ball Kiermaier would normally catch, but did not. And the Orioles get runners at second and third with 2 down.
Yeah, looked like he was all over that, and ended up being great base running by Peterson on the back end, getting himself in the scoring position as well. A full swing, so maybe a false step out there by Kiermaier, but he was under this baseball. I mean, that's a routine play for a center fielder, sliding there, catching it out in front, got the eyes behind it and everything. Just clanked that one. You see Peterson now, he's got to find out where the ball is, and gets in there.
So a big chance for the Orioles with runners at second and third, and Kiermaier obviously very unhappy not having made that play out there, because that is one he would normally come away with. So now a little visit to the mound here by Kyle Snyder, their pitching coach, just to try and settle us down, especially with the rookie major league debut catcher behind the plate, to make sure everybody's on the same page with Caleb Joseph. So he should be out of the inning. Yarborough should. Now he's going to have to pick up the team.
Yeah, Kiermaier still talking to himself out there.
And Caleb Joseph comes to the plate. Well, the Orioles, a base hit here could get this ball game tied up. Shift is put on against him. Caleb's got that right side open, and the pitch will be in the outside corner for a strike.
That change, starting him off with a 79-mile-an-hour change.
Infield plays him to pull. The outfield shifts a bit the other way. 0-1 delivery. Joseph in the air. Kiermaier's going, I know where this ball's going, in my glove. So he's out of there. No runs on a couple of hits, no errors, 2 left in scoring position. PNC, make today the day. And by American Standard. Find your local independent American Standard heating and air dealer at midatlanticcomfort.com. The Inner Harbor, a beautiful Thursday night here. I keep saying Thursday night because I have to remember what day it is. It's a 2-0 lead, 2-3-0 for the Rays, 0-4-0 for the Orioles. Orioles have now stranded 6 in the first 4 innings, and 5 of those have been in scoring position. Cobb has walked 1, struck out 2. RBIs on singles. Bowers and Choi picked him up in the 4th inning. Rays did not have a hit till that 4th inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. Echeverria, Perez, and then Smith. And he will take the strike on the outside corner. Echeverria grounded out his first time up. Orioles trying to get to the 30 win mark. 29-73 coming into the ball game. That'll go to second. Scope. You can join fellow students, alumni, and supporters for University Nights coming up here at the ballpark. Fans purchasing a University Night ticket package will receive a unique Orioles cap featuring the participating school's colors and logo. Caps are limited, so be sure to reserve your seats now. Go to Orioles.com/university today. Pick your favorite. Cobb with the infield shifted behind him. Perez almost in his first major league at bat got a base hit. He lined it, hit it hard. Beckham, shortstop, able to make the catch on it. Well, the youngster working behind the plate. 0-1 count. Cobb's delivery, that will be in there for a strike. That one tied him up a little bit.
Yeah, good breaking ball there.
Perez was a AA, AAA last year. Lifetime .241 hitter in the minor leagues out of Puerto Rico. Pudge Rodriguez fan growing up. That's down the line. That's going to be a fair ball. His first major league hit right on the chalk. He will hustle into second base, and he's got a 1-out double.
There you go. First major league knock, first day in the big leagues, first day with the new team, and his new teammates giving him a nice little round of applause right there. He's probably gonna act like he'd throw one up in the stands, right?
Yeah. All the things that get done with those kinds of baseballs.
All right. Now take a look at this swing though. Breaking ball staying up, giving him a good look. That's the type of pitch he's got to bury that breaking ball. He's made some 2-strike mistakes in this ball game. See his teammates give him a round of applause.
That's a slow roller. Scope's got to make the charge. There is no play. Davis will get the baseball to hold the runner at third. So Perez goes to third, and Malek Smith, who can fly, goes down the line, and he's on.
Yeah, just a little chopper. You get this kind of speed, you know these infield hits could be coming. Cobb got to take a little bit of a deeper angle on that play. Jonathan Scope doing all he could do. He's trying to slap it over there with his bare hand. That's what speed does. And you see he's frustrated, but like Buck Showalter says, when Buck didn't hit the ball the way he wanted to punish himself running down the line. That's what Smith was doing right there, flying.
Wow. So it'll go as an infield single. Now runners on at first and third. And here is Kiermaier, who has doubled and scored. Rays already 3 for 4 with runners in scoring position. So the chances they've had, they've taken advantage of it in that 4th inning. That counts as a hit with a runner in scoring position, even though it didn't score a run. Kiermaier with 1 down. And the pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. Led off the 4th with a double, scored on the Bowers RBI base hit. He is also flied out. So here again, the middle innings not being kind to Cobb, and certainly not all his problem.
Right.
0-1. Pretty good lead at first base, and that ball is saved by Davis. That is down in the dirt into the runner.
Good play right there. A tough play as well for a first baseman. Quick snap throw here by Alex Cobb. And then you get into that prevent. Job looking up, checking the other runner out.
Perez on at third, Smith on at first. Good speed on the base pass. Smith's already been caught stealing once. Cobb, 0-1 delivery. Runner not going. Pitch will be taken inside. And an 0-1 count on Kevin Kiermaier.
Yeah, a lot of speed out there, especially speed at the plate, speed at first, good speed over at third. Puts a lot of pressure on an opposing defense.
Kiermaier off the mound. Beckham, there's one throw over to first, and they will get the double play. No runs on a couple of hits with the base runner left on. Our Ram due-up. Experience the power toughness of Ram. Local dealer. Log on ramtrucks.com. Guts Glory Ram. First of 4 here at the ballpark against the Tampa Bay Rays, who have the 5-4 edge in the series. This is going to be Tampa Bay's last appearance here in Baltimore this year. The Orioles will be finishing up the season series with games played at the Trop. Kevin Cash, 4th year, youngest manager in baseball right now, 40 years old, and managing the heck out of it. Not because he necessarily wants to, but because he has to.
Man, he's doing some things that haven't been done in a while.
Yeah. Well, Yarbrough's done a good job coming on in the 2nd inning with 2 down. And the pitch will be taken up high. Beckham has struck out and grounded out. Tim Beckham against the Red Sox a couple of days ago, season high 3 RBIs. Most he's had in a game since September of last year. 2-0 delivery fouled off and got a piece of him on the way down and out.
Take a look at the cutter working in on Tim Beckham, and he gets on top of it and beats it off his front foot, just skimming across the top.
Two ball, 1 strike count. Scope and then Jones due up. So far, pitchers duel, 5th inning. Again, throttles back a little bit at 86 and up high. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Another rookie on the mound after a rookie. Hunter Wood started. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Outfield shades to right, big gap left center. 2-2 a pitch away. And he goes full 3-2.
And a lot of rookies, a lot of younger players that can definitely be influenced in the right direction. And really the way they scored their first run was kind of an indication of what Kevin Cash is trying to do with this team. Be fundamentally sound. They kind of lead off double, and then of course Duffy got him over with a ground ball to the right side and eventually scored. They ended up putting 2 runs on that inning.
Orioles will take that one. The ever dangerous leadoff walk. And it goes to Beckham. Hey, listen up, Birdland. Dunkin' Donuts has the perfect way to celebrate O's game day. Dunkin' Donuts Perks members receive medium hot or iced coffee for 99 cents. Orioles home game day is June through August. Your local Dunkin' Donuts is only a short stop away. So the leadoff man on for the Orioles. 3rd walk they have picked up in the ball game. The 2nd surrendered by Yarbrough. And Jonathan Schoop a base hit. Now a 9-game hit streak. He's 1 for 2. Jonathan's career high is a 12-game hit streak. He has now had hit streaks this year of both 10 and 9 games this season. 1-0 count. Short lead at first and will be fouled off.
Man, everything's moving. Yeah, real good arm sell with the off-speed pitch, the changeup, and inside. I mean, he's cutting these balls in, and the Orioles having a hard time staying inside the baseball and actually keeping it fair.
Giving a little help to the catcher in his major league debut, I am sure. Kyle Snyder, the pitching coach. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Deep down the line, left field, near the corner, and goodbye, home run. Oh, is he hot? Jonathan Schoop delivers the long ball. Beckham will score ahead of him, and the Orioles tie it up on a swing of the bat. 2-2.
Another 2-run home run for Jonathan Schoop. Had 12 solos, and now it seems like everything he hits is a 2-run home run. Jonathan Schoop staying red hot here in the month of July, and somehow able to keep that ball fair and get it out of here. Only 91 miles an hour off the bat. 350, a little paint scraper, but it drives in 2. And the Orioles tie this one up. Schoop picking up his 15th home run of the year.
So Jonathan, unbelievable 4th straight game that he has homered, and has had 4 straight multi-hit games. And the Orioles get it tied up in a swing of the bat against the left-hander, using the long ball, and the pitch taken for a strike.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, cutting it right in again, but Jonathan clearing that front side and finding a way to get close to that barrel. That's a label shot. He muscles it out of Camden Yards. Good swing by Schoop.
Adam Jones 0 for 2 and a celebration on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
Jonathan stays hot. Boy, what he's doing for the offense. Adam has struck out and he has flied out off the end of the bat. Hit it hard. Not quite enough of the barrel, as Kiermaier will come over and put it away. For Andrew Gunter, our Maryland lottery contestant, 500 on the home run picked up by Jonathan Schoop. And Jonathan, it's the first time in his career that he has homered in 4 straight ball games.
Wow. Impressive, making that leadoff walk hurt.
Yep. Tim Beckham drawing the walk, came in to score ahead of him. Now with these multi-home runs beginning to pile up some of the RBIs for the Orioles, as he's got 34 on the year for Jonathan with 15 homers. Mark Trumbo is grounded out, flied out. And he will take the pitch. Be on the outside corner for a strike. Count will go to 0-2. Yarbrough's given up a dozen home runs in 96 innings. 0-2 delivery on the way, and that'll be taken outside. So 1 ball, 2 strike count from the left-hander.
Yeah, Jonathan Scope with his 15 home runs, and you know, starting the year off with 12 solo home runs, but the last 3 the 2-run variety.
Fights that one off and foul. The Orioles had been picking up some of the fewest runs per homer in Major League history because of all the solo shots that they were putting up. Scope's helping to change that.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about, finding a way to send them home. 1.43 runs per home run.
Wendell will move over the second baseman up.
Yeah, another big reason for that, and it's nice to see that walk by Tim Beckham. The Orioles have the lowest on base percentage in baseball. That certainly doesn't help the causes getting runners on there to hit that 3-run home run.
An area where the Orioles both last year and this year had hoped to increase that number, the on base percentage, via walks, but it has not happened this year. So 2 down, bases are empty. Chris Davis, he has struck out, grounded out, will take a strike on the inside corner. Jonathan Scope's 13th career home run against the Tampa Bay Rays. Fouled off and a big cut taken. 0-2.
Quite a month he's having, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Really has picked the pace up. 0-2 delivery on the way, and a breaking ball. Did he go? They check, and he did not.
Oh, he's throwing him a steady diet of these sliders, and Davis, good job holding up on that hard slider down and away.
Talking about July, Jonathan hitting now just under 370 in July. 7 home runs. Pitch will be taken down low. Two ball, 2 strike count. Yarbrough. A leadoff walk costly. Orioles take advantage of it and use the home run to get this ball game tied up at 2-2. That'll go into the shift, and that's going to be a base hit. It'll roll into the corner. Maddox Smith going over to get it. Davis will go into second base. He's got a stand-up 2-bagger.
There you go. Davis beating the shift. Just get it past the diving Wendell out there at second base, playing deep on this on the shift. Take a look at the effort. A couple feet away, 100 miles an hour off the bat, kind of hooking away from Wendell as well. And good hustle by Chris Davis, hustling all the way to second base. That ball makes it out to the scoreboard. Digging around first.
So Davis on now represents the potential go-ahead for the Orioles with 2 down here in the 5th inning. Trey Mancini, a base hit. Could easily have had a couple. Hechavarria made a fine play on him deep in the hole, assisted by C.J. Cron on a great pick at first base last time up for Mancini. Orioles 0 for 2 in these situations so far in the ball game. Hitting at just .213 as a team coming in. Here's the 0-1 delivery on the way. Got him in the batter's box and foul. 0-2.
Gotta get like Scope and cheat for that cutter and get it out of there.
Count stays at 0-2. Chris, not a big lead. You see Wendell, second baseman, not very far away from him there. Long look back. Left-hander's delivery, a comebacker. Halfway over, and then the flip, and that will retire the side. But the Orioles, they will pick up a couple of runs, 2 hits, and a big walk to Beckham. Jonathan Scope delivering the long ball for the Orioles, who have out-homered Tampa Bay 17-8 this year. Here tonight celebrating the day is Marion Vessels. She's been a lifelong advocate for individuals with disabilities, often presenter at educational and awareness events for them. She has also been part of the construction here at the ballpark when it was built, establishing accessibility seating. The Orioles Charitable Foundation will donate $2,500 to Transcend, a nonprofit in Rockville dedicated to improving education and employment for youth with disabilities. Congratulations.
Good stuff.
Pitch will be taken for a ball, so Cobb right back in it with the ball game tied up at 2-2. He's 11 out of 20 in first pitch strikes thrown in the ball game. Scope getting him the tie with a home run. 1-0 delivery on the way. That'll be to the hole. Picked up Peterson's throw, and one away here in the top half of the sixth inning. Well, this season, Oriole Park, don't forget the kids cheer free. You can bring young Oriole fans 9 and under to Camden Yards free of charge. Every adult purchasing a regularly priced individual game ticket Upper Deck invited to bring up to 2 children free. And while you're at the ballpark, check out the new and improved Kids Corner featuring the Birdhouse. Go to Orioles.com/kidsfree. Bowers will take the pitch for a ball. A base hit, a run scored, fourth inning. RBIs picked up by Bowers in that inning and by Cho. Choi got a base hit. 2 runs that are up on the board for the Rays.
A big first out there getting Duffy, and this is an important part of the game, obviously, for Alex Cobb and this Oriole offense that all of a sudden sparked 2 runs on the board. A big 0 here might keep him going.
That'll go into the shift. Jonathan Scope will come in from his position in the outfield to get the out. 2 ground ball outs. More evidence the sinker's working with the ground balls being picked up here by Cobb.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of those splitties down and away to these lefties, and they just keep rolling over.
Cobb after win number 3. 8 starts without a win. He's not won a ball game here at Camden Yards this year. 0-5, ERA 5.86 at home. Trying to right that number. C.J. Cron. Cron will take the breaking ball down low. He has grounded out, struck out. Cron coming in with a 3-game hit streak.
You got to be careful here.
1-0 delivery to him. He was taking all the way. And the pitch will be taken down low.
Yeah, Cron, the real power threat in this lineup with the 20 bombs. So trying to stick everything down and away. If he's going to hit one, he's got to work for it for sure.
2-0 pitch on the way. That will catch the outside corner. Good delivery by Cobb on location, and the count will go to 2-1. 30-year-old right-hander for the Orioles, 50 wins, 48 losses in his career. 2-ball, 1-strike delivery. Inside out, shallow right. Scope coming, plenty of time to get there, and a very solid 1-2-3 inning. Took only 9 pitches to retire him. Ball game tied at 2. Usually it's this date in baseball. Well, this time it's yesterday. It is brought to you by University of Maryland, University College. Why? It was an important day. Ted Williams yesterday, the date in '66, was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And during his speech, he said something vitally important that changed not only what went on at the Hall of Fame, but what happened in the game. Listen to this, the appeal that he made, because at the time, the Negro League players were not allowed to be entered into the Hall of Fame. And Ted Williams had known a number of very famous Negro League players. And when he made his speech, here's what he said.
And I hope that someday the names of Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson in some way can be added as a symbol of the great Negro players that are not here only because they were not given a chance.
And that simple sentence changed everything at the Hall of Fame. It was the impetus for allowing Negro League players to be considered and to enter the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Wow.
Ted did that during his induction speech, and it was much talked about at the time because it was completely unexpected that he was going to say that. That was yesterday, '66, when he was inducted. And then, of course, came Jackie. The pitch will be in there for a strike. So the left-hander stays on. Yarbrough came on in the second inning. He's given up 4 hits, a couple of runs, 5 hits, a couple of runs. In the air, shallow center. And that's going to fall in for a base hit. So the Orioles will get the leadoff man on again as Danny Valencia, loving to hit those lefties. He's got 2 singles and a walk.
Yeah, just keeps finding a way to get knocks, right? You feel good against the lefty and good things are going to happen. And he gets a little jam shot right here, but Kiermaier respecting the power of Valencia, playing a little bit deeper. And it finds some grass in front of him. Second knock of the night off Yarbrough.
7 hits for the Orioles in the ball game. And that'll bring up Jace Peterson. Peterson at third tonight. He has walked and doubled. Orioles getting production. Bottom part of the order shows bunt. Already had Duffy in at third base, and charging with C.J. Cron at first. So in a 2-2 ball game, 6th inning, dominating so far by pitchers. Let's see how Buck Showalter wants to play this. Duffy still looking for a bunt. Squares, pop up all the way back over the screen.
It looked like he was trying to take that with him, get it by Cron and get it to Wendell more than just getting it down on the grass.
Almost a little swing there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Trying to poke it out there.
The fan goes, no problem. Let me just reach up, haul this in. Good catch. 101. Major League Baseball scout, I think. Well, he caught that ball. Looks like a former player.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Runner off first. Not bunting here, and the sweeping breaking ball will catch the inside corner.
Wow. Starting behind Peterson there. Yeah, take a look at the out distribution by Yarbrough. He's got the 6 ground outs and only the 4 fly outs. No punchies, though. Orioles making the contact.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Ground ball to first. Foul ball. Cron reaching for it. Could not get to it. Well, some news around baseball tonight. Aaron Judge has left the ball game for the Yankees. Hit on the hand. And they've taken him to the hospital for x-rays on Judge's hand tonight. Word is, while it's not official, Cole Hamels is going to the Cubs.
Wow.
Stories are they've struck the deal. Just a matter of getting the medicals done. Yankees have, by the way, a 7-0 lead over Kansas City. They're playing in New York tonight. 1 ball, 2 strike count. In the air to left field. Bowers is playing right there. Runner all the way down to second. Valencia will come back. And there is 1 away. The Orioles are proud to join Johns Hopkins, University of Maryland, other corporate leaders supporting Baltimore City's Youth Works program, seeking to provide as many as 12,000 Baltimore City youth with summer work. Donate. Go to BaltimoreCityFoundation.org. Choose Maryland's Office of Employment Development Youth Works. To learn more, go to youthworks.oedworks.com. Here is Caleb Joseph. He has flied out twice. Congratulations to Norfolk. They won a doubleheader today. Game 1, 2-1 against Syracuse, and one of the newer acquisitions, Cody Carroll, got the win. Coming on in relief, pitched an inning, had a couple of strikeouts, no hits, hit 99 on the gun.
Wow. Yeah, and Dan said he's a big guy. He's like 6'6", and bringing some cheese in there.
And then in Game 2, another one of the new acquisitions, Breivik Valeria, had an inside the park home run in the 13th inning, scoring Cedric Mullins ahead of him.
Oh my gosh.
And they had a walk-off 6-5 win in 13.
A walk-off inside the Parker.
Not many of those around.
Unbelievable. That's a big yard down there in Norfolk, though.
Yeah. That'll be fouled back by Caleb. So the count will go to 1-2 on Joseph. Runner at first, one down, 6th inning. Romo, their third baseman, starter, reliever, opener, and Pruitt in the bullpen. They didn't give him a hold the other night, I heard, because they moved him from the mound to third base. And I don't know what the rule is on that. He came on, he pitched. Then they moved him over to third because they wanted somebody else to pitch to somebody, and then brought him back in.
Right.
But they wouldn't give him a hold because he had played a position in the ball game.
Wow.
I don't know. I have no idea what that rule is.
Nope. Interesting.
He was only smiling about it, though. It wasn't a real serious thing.
Yeah.
And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Valencia, the leadoff single, still over there at first. Caleb on a 2-2 back to the screen.
So you can go to Tampa and kind of reinvent your career, right?
Yeah. Do anything you want.
Wow.
Key, though, is they're winning ball games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's both the amazing and the positive side of what they're doing. They're winning games. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Big battle here with Caleb. Trying to keep his hit streak going, and more importantly, get Valencia moved around here with one down. Probably for Yarbrough, this will be his final inning of work, if he can get through it. 2-2 in the air, jammed him left field. Bauer's coming. Valencia goes back to the bag, and there are 2 down, turning the order over here in the 6th inning. Tim Beckham has been a big part of the ball game with that walk he got leading off the 5th inning. Has struck out, grounded out, but that walk opened it up, and Jonathan Scope followed it up with the home run to tie the ball game up at 2-2. Breaking ball, that'll catch the inside corner for a strike.
Nothing really overpowering from Yarbrough, just making good pitches with good movement. Really locating well right now.
Beckham against his former team, 231 lifetime average, no home runs against the Rays. At 86 inside, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. There is Alec Cobb, the Orioles starter. Held him down to that 2-run, 3-hit 4th inning. Now looking for a little more support here to have a lead to work with. One delivery on the way. That'll be in the outside corner for a strike. Cobb, he and Cashner in particular, the run support we've talked about all year. Alex has received 3 or fewer runs, 15 of his 18 starts. Cashner even fewer runs per start.
Yeah, too bad. Obviously their records could be much better. I don't know that their earned run averages would change at all, but at least they'd have some wins to make them feel better.
1-2 delivery on the way, grounded to third base, scooped up Duffy, and Wendell's there to take it for the out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base, 6 complete.
And this is the first. Kiermaier over at third base, and Bauer shoots one through it, drawn in infield. Then Choi comes up, only 75 miles an hour off the bat, 15% hit probability, and it goes for a knock with a stake on the end. But Jonathan Schoop, the red-hot Jonathan Schoop, he shoots another 2-run home run out of the yard, his 15th home run of the year, to tie this one up at 2. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
And the pitch will be taken down low as we go to the 7th inning. Tie ball game. Ji-Man Choi, an RBI base hit in the 4th inning. Ian Bauer both had singles that inning to score the 2 for Tampa Bay. Cobb's delivery, and that will be in there for a strike. Wendell Hechavarria will be due up against the Oriole right-hander. 1 ball, 1 strike, delivery on the way. In the air to left, Trey Mancini. Back. Oh, I think that's gone. Hang on. Signal. A double or a home run. That hit right off the top of the wall. As Choi got a lot of it, I think they're going to call it a double and maybe even fan interference. Cash is coming out to talk about this.
Wow.
Oh, that's gone.
Man. Yeah, there's that metal post in back of that fence. Jumped back hot.
Yep. So they will conference first on this, and then home plate umpire Phil Cuzzy, who is the crew chief, can go and have a review on this himself. I was watching the second base umpire Jim Hoy, and Hoy held his hands up over his head, signaling a double and fan interference. But sure looks like that ball was going to be out of here, fan or no fan.
Right. Yeah, I can't believe how far that ball carried. The split finger kind of elevated on Cobb, and Choi got on it. Man, spinning out there. Man.
So probably what he's doing there is asking on the ground rules just for his own edification before the umpires go to New York. So we'll get a review, and obviously big call leading off the 7th inning.
Yeah, huge. I just kept drifting and drifting. Look at that fan.
Yeah. No breeze either. I mean, that ball carried pretty much
really
on its own here.
Yeah. Some pretty good opposite field pop.
So it is a crew chief review. Whether that ball is going to be considered a home run or a double. As Choi Gave it a pretty good ride.
Yeah, Cobb's been real good with that split finger all ball game, keeping it down low, having a nice movement, but that one elevated a little bit, so he went out and got it.
Obviously, one of the things they'll look at here is, would the ball have gone out but for being touched by the fan? Choi's going, I got a home run. The fan reaches out, pulls it in, you got a double. The fan touches it when it's out and pushes it back onto the field, you got a home run.
No.
Those are hard. Tough calls, although that one seemingly wasn't that difficult, but apparently it is.
Yeah, hard to say really how far the fan leaned over.
Yeah.
You know, and if he did get a piece of it, did it kick back into the stands further?
Now remember, the call here is a double. Yeah, but it's tough. So the question is there clear and convincing evidence the call was wrong?
Right, right. So it looks like his hands might be over the fence right there. When it hits his hand, it might kick back.
Yeah.
And knock it over. So I don't know how they can make that decision that it's definitely a home run. And they're having a hard time.
Meanwhile, we remind you that a lot of shopping days left till Christmas. So if you haven't started yet, either online or at your local retail stores, make sure you get out there, get it started. Wide selection of goods available. Go to the team store here or that of your favorite ball club, whatever city you might be. Christmas shopping always in order here in July. I think we got a ruling here. What's your guess? My guess is a double.
I think double too.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
double. So the call will stand. It's not enough to overturn that. Oh, come on. I don't get many of these. And Kevin, it's a tough one. However, it is a double.
A leadoff double.
Here in the 7th inning of a tie ball game. So still not a small matter. 3 minutes 6 seconds on the crew chief review upholding the call. Now Wendell stands in. He is lined out and grounded out, and the Rays will get a chance to go back on top with a base hit here. They had the 2-0 lead before Scope tied it up with his home run. Nobody out, runner at second. Peterson will play in at third and near the line. They're looking, bunt, didn't get it. Can he score? Coming to third, they'll hold him up. Adam Jones was not particularly deep, so he will get it into the cutoff man. Wendell comes through with a base hit. Cover the corners now with nobody out.
Yeah, not wasting any time, just spanking it right back through the middle, and Adam Jones was drawn in a little bit. And fortunately, take a look, a bullet right back through the box. I'm getting a good jump on it as well. So he's got to hold up at third base. And now Roger McDonald.
So bring a visit to the mound. Fry up in the pen. Roger McDowell. You got Hechavarria, the right-hander, then Perez, the catcher, a left-hander, due up here in the 7th inning. So the Rays threatening to get their lead back. Both teams now with 7 hits in the ball game. Tampa Bay is stranded only 2 in the ball game and only 1 in scoring position. That's where the Orioles have had the better chances. They've not been able to pick up big hits. Bases loaded in the 2nd, left it that way. 2 in scoring position in the 4th and left it that way. They have left 5 in scoring position tonight. So Cobb will try his work his way through this. The infield, see how they play it. Willing to surrender the go-ahead run to get a double play. That looks like what the Orioles will do.
All right.
Try and cut the inning down a bit from being a big one if they can get the double play, even if a run is scored. Cobb's delivery, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. Echeverria gets the RBI. So a double and back-to-back singles. And Echeverria, 275 in those situations, adds to it, and the Rays are up by 1.
Man, not wasting any time. After that double by Choi, first pitch for Wendell and first pitch by Echeverria with well-struck singles. And this one picking up the go-ahead run.
It's a tough one to come out for Cobb. Again, he's not going to get a win and could be the losing pitcher, even though he did not pitch that badly. Ran into trouble here in the 7th. 3-2 Rays.
But pretty pitch efficient all the way through until running into the 7th inning. Choi starting things off with a double, then back-to-back singles. Runs Cobb for the 3 earned runs. He's going to give away to Paul Fry out of the Oriole bullpen, and he's been doing very well in his time here. In his debut with the Orioles, 11 games. This will be his 12th appearance with a 2.25 earned run average, 12 innings of work, 13 punch-outs, and only 1 walk. So staying very aggressive in the strike zone. Some good stuff moving through the zone. Opponent's hitting just 244 Fry, and about 56% on the ground.
So Fry goes to work with runners on at first and second base and nobody out. Robertson is going to come on as the pinch hitter for the catcher Perez, making his major league debut and got his first hit. Now Robertson will come on to get the right-hander up against Fry. You saw the 80-point difference lefty righties against Paul, who, by the way, happy birthday, is 26 today.
Happy birthday. All right.
We would love to celebrate with a big inning right here. Robertson, as a pinch hitter, has gone 1 for 3. 9 home runs, 31 RBIs, 13 doubles. He will take the pitch inside, and the count will go to 1 ball and 1 strike. So obviously big inning here. 3 up, 3 on, 1 in for Tampa Bay in the 7th inning, and Cobb will watch, responsible for the 2 base runners who are on. Runners off first and second. Ground ball towards second. Scope on the squiggler. There's one. Relay to first, and it'll be there in time. Scope to Beckham to Davis, and a big double play.
Yeah, nicely done right there. Talked about the ground ball percentage for Fry, and he executes perfectly. Little jam shot pushed out to Jonathan Scope. Quick feet right there by Scope, getting it to Beckham. Plenty of time to turn that 4-6-3 double play. Look at that pop move by Scope, and Beckham smooth coming across the base to clean it up.
So 2 down with a runner at third. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Malek Smith. A base hit. And he has drawn a walk. Chase Peterson will stay in at third, even with 2 down, to try and take that bunt opportunity away and hit him right in the backside. Oh, not what he wanted to do there. Turns it over to Kiermaier.
Absolutely not. It's kind of probably slipped out of his hand, and catches him on the leg, putting some real good speed on the base pass.
Second hit batter by Fry. Puts runners on at first and second. Or third, rather. First and third. Marin is up in the bullpen now for the Orioles. There are 2 down, so Fry just needs 1. He's got Kiermaier, who has doubled. Hit into a double play and flied out, the leadoff batter. And the pitch will be taken inside on the corner for a strike. Fry has hit 2 on the year. Alex Smith has been hit 4 times now.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to get hit right there. Poke his elbow out on that breaking ball from Fry. I'm going to watch out here with the good speed at first base. Wendell's got 7 stolen bases, standing at third. If Kiermaier falls behind, gets 2 strikes on him, I wouldn't be surprised if they try a first and third steal situation.
Kiermaier 163 off lefty so far. He got no swing on that one. Fouls it straight back. Good pitch by Fry, and the count will go to 1-2.
Yeah, good fastball. He's thinking about that breaking ball right there as he's bailing out.
Romo is ready to go in the bullpen. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Fry trying to hold this to a 1-run 7th inning. 1-2 delivery. Runner goes. Throw through. Nope. Right back to the mound. So a stolen base will be credited to Smith. 1 for 2 tonight in that department. Runner at third, not going anywhere. Wendell stayed put.
Yeah, the play obviously Orioles thinking that they're going to try the double steal with the good speed on both ends. And Caleb just firing it to Fry, see if they can catch Wendell coming off third base, but he holds tight.
18 stolen bases for him. Breaking ball didn't. So a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down.
Another little breaking ball, and another time it looks like Kiermaier trying to get hit by the pitch. He leaned in a little bit on the first slider that he saw.
Oh, big pitch coming up. Cobb anxious. Responsible for the lead runner. Full count delivery on the way. Kiermaier's on. The bases are loaded. And both teams now going to go extensively into the bullpen. So you've got Duffy coming up, right-handed batter. Showalter does not want the left-hander on the mound against him. So see what happens here. Ocean City. No end to the fun you'll have in Ocean City. Plan your trip today at OCOcean.com. And by Nissan, choose Nissan today for great offers on their most exciting lineup ever. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Gary Thorne and Mike Bordick here at the ballpark. Rays have gotten a run in the 7th.
Marina's now into the ball game. This is only his 5th appearance. 193 though, and a really good arm. Rushed that fastball up there in the mid-90s. Power slider to go along with it. Opponent sitting 294. Controlling the righties pretty good at 222 clip, but the lefties up over 370.
100th major league appearance for John Marinas. Bases loaded, and a big swing by Duffy. Matt Duffy, second in the lineup. He has grounded out all 3 times. Came in 9th in average in the league. Fry responsible for 2, a hit batter and a walk. Cobb still responsible for Wendell, the lead runner. 0-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be outside, backhanded by Caleb. Marinas worked against Boston on the 23rd, so well rested out of the bullpen. Worked an inning and a third, no runs, a hit. Had a couple of walks in that ball game. For Duffy, 0 for 7 with the bases loaded this year. Sacks full, 2 down, 1 run in. Chopper. Marinas up. Throw to first is low. Another run coming. Davis, they'll get him at the plate. Joseph puts the tag on for the out. But a run will score. Wendell scores. Smith is thrown out. And an error will be charged on a bad throw to first base. And the Orioles defense continues to hurt them. A couple of runs in. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Now the Rays up 4-2 going to the bottom of the 7th. Error on the pitcher on the throw.
Yeah, spike that one. Sergio Romo now in, not playing third base, but pitching tonight. This will be his 49th appearance, and you see how versatile he is. He has started some games, obviously, that we've talked about. And the opponent's hitting 240, giving up the 5 home runs, and he loves his slider. Not an overpowering fastball, got a little tail and run with his 87-mile-an-hour fastball, but it's his frisbee slider that's his money pitch.
So he'll go to work with a 2-run lead. New battery out there. Perez came out for a pinch hitter. Sucre will come on to do the catching. And Jonathan Scope, 2-run homer for the Orioles, accounting for the big blow that got it tied up in the 5th inning. But the only ones the Orioles have put up on the board. Jonathan now with 15, 9-game hit streak. Another multi-hit game with a home run and a single. And Romo. That one way out in front on it, and a long foul ball. Let's take a look at our 4th drive of the game.
Well, that was almost another one by Jonathan Schoop. Well, it is Jonathan Schoop with the drive of the game. The 2-run shot, only 91 miles an hour off the bat, but just enough muscle to get it out over the wall, tie the game up. And Jonathan Schoop staying red hot here in the month of July.
Hurry to your local Ford dealers. Great savings on cars, trucks, and SUVs. A 1-ball, 2-strike count. Jones and then Trumbo due up for the Orioles. Romo with that high set 1-2 delivery on the way, and there's that sweeping pitch for a K.
Yeah, all the way across the plate. And gets on the side, well, 3/4 piece right here, and boom, there it is. Jonathan Schoop sees it starting on that inner third, sweeps all the way across the plate and off it. And Schoop reaching to try to put it in play, but it is a slow pitch. Actually works a lot like a changeup in the low 70s with that slider.
So Romo gets the strikeout. He is 1-1 against the Orioles this year. It's the 5th game he's pitched in. 2 of them were as a starter. And the pitch to Adam for a strike. He's given up 5 runs, 6 hits, in 3 innings against the Orioles coming into this ball game. Adam Jones an 0 for 3, 5-game hit streak, not extended so far in the ball game. Orioles down by a couple again. He'll extend it right there. Base hit into left center field. Kiermaier will get it back in, and the Orioles will get the potential tying run to the plate with 1 away in the 7th.
Nice swing right there by Adam Jones, staying on this slider. And you really got to have some good focus to stay on this pitch. Slow, let it travel. And he does. He stays on it. Doesn't get really anything going out in front. 93 miles an hour off the bat for a clean single.
1 down and 1 on. Mark Trumbo. Trumbo with an 0 for 8 lifetime off Romo. Goes after the first pitch at 78. Pruitt's been up a couple of times in the bullpen. Austin Pruitt getting ready again. And Tanner Scott on the lower level for the Orioles. Trumbo 0 for 3 in the ball game. A couple of ground balls to second, and he is flied out to left. 0-1 delivery to him, a little slow chopper. Hechavarria 1. Wendell hurries. They get the double play. So Romo gets out of that one in a hurry. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. Nobody left on base. 4-2 Rays after 7. Miller Lite hold true moment.
Now, last night he was in a Diamondbacks uniform playing for AAA Reno, Nevada. Traded for Matt Andriese, and he gets his first major league hit. Yeah, this is his major league debut, and he whistles a double down the left field line. His teammates on their feet applauding. A nice swing right there for Michael Perez. Looks like there's going to be a lot more.
So the Rays up 4-2. Each team with 8 hits on the board. An unearned run, though. Cobb, the 4 runs, 3 earned, 8 hits, 6+. Fry 2/3 of an inning. Would surrender a walk, had a hit batter. Marinez 1/3 of an inning, and now Tanner Scott.
Yeah, Tanner he's had some tough times. It's definitely a learning year for Tanner Scott, giving up the 4 home runs, elevated earned run average, but still incredible stuff coming out of this lefty's hand.
Jake Bauers, 3rd spot, RBI base hit, 1 for 3 in the ball game. And he'll go right into the shift. Tim Beckham right there to handle it.
Soft liner. Easy first out.
1 away. MLB at Bat is your #1 Orioles app. Customize your experience to catch every moment. Customize your Orioles home screen icon. Plus features such as MLB TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, radio broadcasts, and more. Download MLB at Bat today. Shift the other way with a right-hander up. The breaking ball will miss. C.J. Cron 0 for 3 in the ball game. Ground ball, pop out, strikeout. Still has a 3-game hit streak going. .1-0 delivery. Good pitch off the table on that one.
Yeah, nice hard slider right there. Maybe 6 miles an hour. Of course, Tanner Scott can rush it up in the high 90s. Seen him touch triple digits at times.
Scott pitching in game number 5 already against the Rays this year. 2 runs, 5 hits, 4 1/3. Shattered bat. Wow. Look out the barrel in left field. And Peterson still able to make the play. That is as far as I have ever seen a barrel end up.
That's a record. That's got to be a record. My goodness. Tim Beckham was just watching that thing sail out into the outfield. Peterson didn't have to worry about it at all. It was about 30 feet over his head. Good pitch right there. And this is the exploding bat trick with distance. Wow. Oh, gosh.
Barrel further than the ball and a whole lot harder. And Peterson makes the play. 2 down here in the 8th. Ji-Man Choi, base hit RBI, a double, almost a home run. 7th inning, came around to score, so he's had a good night. Choi on a couple of times, 2 for 3, and a couple of runs scored for the DH. 2 down, nobody on. Tanner Scott, infield shifted behind him. Choi will take the pitch. It is there for a strike. Choi out of South Korea, 26-year-old. Up and down with Anaheim and with the Yankees. 1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way. Not a lot of major league experience coming into the year. 60 games. So we mentioned the Anaheim Angels took him from Baltimore in a Rule 5 draft back in December of 15. And then he was offered back to the Orioles, and the Orioles declined. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Infield moves out of the shift, and the pitch taken down low. Orioles had signed him as a free agent. He ended up officially in the Orioles organization for what, 5 days?
We didn't even get to know him.
No, hardly knew ye. Here's the 2-2 delivery on the way. Did not go around on it. The pitch was down low.
Showing some pretty good patience off Tanner Scott. Man, typically you face a tough lefty and buzzing it up there. He tried to be aggressive early, but working it full. Of course, Tanner not giving him too much.
Full count delivery with 2 down. And that will go to short. Tim Beckham right there to get it. So a 1-2-3 inning. Good job by Tanner Scott with some good D behind him. 4-2 Rays. By T-Mobile.
Yeah, Choi looking for his second home run of the year. He drives one out, a little fan interference, and then it goes under review, bounces back to Trey Mancini. A little bit of confusion. It was a long review as well. And the review comes back. Oh, it's a double. Choi can't believe it. And his teammates are saying, you got to get in the weight room. So he goes in the dugout, starts doing some push-ups. Might get it a couple inches further.
I wasn't quite strong enough.
Oh,
that's pretty good. Rays up 4-2 as the Orioles bat here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Romo will stay on. Smith has moved to left field from right. Nos Gomez has come on to play in right, and Bowers moves to first base. C.J. Cron out. Bowers had been in left field. Romo trying to keep his streak going. He's had 9 straight scoreless appearances. 1 run in the last 17 times out, covering 17 1/3 innings. There's your Romo. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Davis a double his last time up, 1 for 3. Again, that sweeping slider will miss down low, and a 2 ball, 1 strike count from Romo. Two and 1. Shift on, of course. And after that last double that went to right field, Wendell has moved about 3 steps closer to the line because the ball went by him on the line side.
Yeah.
So he's moved a good deal after that double.
Yeah, a little adjustment, right?
Pruitt's, he better pitch because he's already pitched the whole game in the dugout.
Yeah.
In the bullpen, rather. Mike Wright Jr. for the Orioles. 2-2 delivery on the way, in the air, right center field. That's way back. They're turning to watch. And goodbye, home run. Chris Davis delivers the long ball against the Orioles within 1. His first multi-hit game since June 27.
Big hit right there for the Crusher. Yeah, nice to see him throwing a couple extra base hits in this ball game. That double he whistled past Wendell. And got him fired up. A little extra confidence right there. And he jumped ship here. 105 miles an hour off the bat. 434 for the Crusher.
So number 11. And his 31st RBI. And the Orioles back to within 1. As Romo surrenders the long ball. And again, as the Orioles have done all year, It's a homer or nothing, and this time it's a homer.
Take a look. A little fastball looked like out over. Maybe the change. 81 miles an hour, and Davis lets it travel and then gets through it. Boy, great extension right there by Davis.
0-1 count. Orioles hanging tough, and the pitch will be way outside to Mancini. A base hit. He is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Andrew Gunter, our Maryland Lottery contestant, another $500. There have been 2 Orioles home runs here in this ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delivery on the way outside. Mancini with an 0 for 5 of Sergio Romo. Leadoff homer, 8th inning for the Orioles. Now with 9 hits in the ball game. 2-1 delivery in the air to center. Kiermaier reaching, no wall. He's got it. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Well, the Orioles hoping to rock on here and get a couple more. Put away a win in the first of this 4-game set. We will be back with you tomorrow. Game 2, Andrew Kashner against Chris Archer. Masson 2, 6:30 O's extra, 7 o'clock for the ball game. Pitch will miss away for a ball. Danny Valencia, good night. Couple of singles. He's drawn a walk. He's 2 for 3 off Romo with a home run. Infield and outfield playing Valencia to pull. 1-0 delivery on the way in the air center. Kiermaier.
Yes, caught it thin. He and Mancini both. Even a good charge into him, driving Kiermaier back, but catching just a hair thin. And the high deep pop outs can't get out of Campbell.
And that'll be it for Romo. So the matchups out of the bullpen will continue. So Romo will work an inning and 2/3. He'll be charged with the 1 run on the homer here in this inning by Davis on a couple of hits.
Called after the Anthony Evalde trade, a 4.18 earned run average. Got a couple wins out of the pen, 32 punch outs in his 56 innings of work. And you see the 12 walks. Opponent said he 259. He's given up the 6 home runs, and he's got all 4 pitches. The righties are going to see the fastball, slider, curve combination, and the lefties are going to see all 4 with the change there included.
A lot of work against the Orioles for Pruitt this year. He has picked up 1 save in 9 innings worked, 4 runs on 7 hits against the Orioles. He has struck out 6 this year. His lifetime record, no wins, no losses, and 2 saves for Pruitt against the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on. Ace Peterson will take the pitch for a ball. Double walk and a fly ball out to the Oriole third baseman tonight. Peterson has gone 1 for 2 in his career against Austin Pruitt. 1-0.
It's change, back-to-back change-ups right there.
4th stint for Pruitt with the Rays. It's the first time he's worked at the majors since July 3. Gave up a couple of runs in an inning against Miami. 1 ball, 1 strike. Delivery will be up high. 4th pitcher used. Hunter Wood, the opener. No runs, 1 hit. Inning and 2/3. Yarbrough is the pitcher of record, 4 1/3 innings, 2 runs on 6 hits. That'll be an off-speed delivery in there for a strike. And Romo back. Davis delivering the long ball off him for the 1 run on 2 hits he surrendered. Foul back. 2-2.
Got away with 1 there, the hanging breaking ball. And Peterson is getting a piece of it. Better be careful hanging 1 into the top of the zone. Peterson got a little pop.
Here's the 2-2 delivery to him, and he'll take it full. Missed with that one down low. So the Orioles trying to get the potential tying run on. Go ahead to the plate here. 3 ball, 2 strike count. Caleb waiting on deck. This will be the 7th pitch of this at bat. Rays have gone 19 and 23 in 1-run games this year. Foul back. They lead the majors in 1-run games played. Pretty amazing when they've had to do the pitching arrangements that they've had to go through, that they've been able to win that many 1-run games with Kevin Cash.
All right.
3 ball, 2 strike count. Little hesitation in the delivery, and it'll be fouled off.
Well, he's showing him everything now. And moving all around. Peterson doing a nice job fighting to keep this AB going. He's good to get that speed on the base pass here with 2 outs.
Pruitt, 28 years old, out of Austin, Texas. 9th round pick back in 13, and gets 1 down and in. So he'll get the strikeout. Davis will get the home run leading off the 8th inning. And as a result of this swing of the bat, the Orioles have pulled within 1. We go to the 9th in a 1-run ball game. about overtime, so we thought we'd show you the actual figures on this. In our notebook on the difference maker page, we've talked so much about how scoring 4 runs is the difference maker in games. We'll take a look not only for these 5 years, but virtually all the way back as far as you can go. These numbers hold up. If you get 3 runs or less, you're only going to win 22% of the time. If you get 4 runs or more, you're going to win 73% of the time. And that winning difference has stayed above that 500 mark for virtually forever in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? And of course, the Orioles scuffling this season with some run scoring. And when they only score their 3 runs, they only have 8 wins. They have something like 50 losses. Like right now into the ball game. And I see him pitching in more high leverage situations. He's been pitching very well for the Orioles lately. Getting back into that bullpen. The numbers still elevated. It was a slow start, obviously, to the season. But he's found his groove right now. Fastball velocity back up.
Down the line, left field to the corner. That ball's going to take a hop and go into the corner. Mancini will chase it down. Boy, is that a big hit. Joey Wendell leading off the 9th inning with a double. He is 2 for 4 in the ball game. He has a single and a run scored in a 1-run game.
Yeah, just staying on it, not trying to do too much, and squares this one up, and it's whistled down that left field line, beating Mancini deep, and he's in scoring position.
So obviously it would be a huge run if they can get it here. Rays have really taken advantage of opportunities. They are 5 for 9 with runners in scoring position in this ball game. And here is their 10th chance. Echeverria will take the pitch. It is there for a strike. Echeverria's gone 2 for 5 lifetime against Wright. Mike Wright Jr. has been so good of late. A 1.59 ERA. Last 9 times out, covering 17 innings, 15 strikeouts and 2 walks over that 17-inning span.
Yeah, he's been popping the ball, getting that fastball up 96, 97 miles an hour. A hard slider to go along with it.
0-1 the count, runner off second. Fouled away. Again, Echeverria's in a situation where the job is to get that runner to third. You're playing here for a run in the top of the 9th inning, up by 1. Just increase that lead if you can. Orioles have only 1 win this year where they have trailed after 8. They are 1-66. 0-2. And a strike on the outside corner.
Great fastball there from Mike Wright. 96 miles an hour, just dotted on the outside corner. Caleb Joseph calling for it down there. He hits his spot. 3 pitches, making some easy work right there at Echeverria. Take a look over the top. That's grazing that outer edge.
Sucre will get his first at bat. Came on to do the catching after Perez, the starting catcher, had been pinch hit for. So Sucre on 1 down, runner at second, being held tight by Scope. Such a big run now. They do not want to give him any kind of a lead.
Yeah, anything to shorten him up, right? I mean, talk about a game being a game of inches. Could come down to a play at the plate. Try to get him to shorten up a little bit on that secondary lead. A little hesitant out there. That might be a difference maker.
Sucre the other way, foul. 250 with runners in scoring position. Had been the backup catcher. Now will be doing a good deal of the work behind the plate with the rookie Perez, who made his major league debut. The backup for him now. 0-1 count, 1 down. He has been struggling at the plate of late. Pitch will be outside. Last 9 games hitting only 172. Average has dropped from 235 to 218 over that time frame. Runner not edging very far off. Wendell with real good speed. Scope holding. 1-1 delivery on the way. That'll miss outside. 2-1.
Good pitch. Nice try right there by Mike Wright. Hard slider. Just off the edge, but Sucre not even flinching on that pitch.
Two and one down. We're in the ninth. Chris Davis home run in the eighth inning has made it a one-run game. The other way, foul again into the screen.
Coming in hot. Wright feeling good about that fastball again. Challenging hitters.
Jesus Sucre out of Venezuela. Been around for a while. Up and down between Seattle's big ball club and last year with Tampa Bay all year. 2-2 delivery, and he'll take it up high. So the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sucre with a big at bat. Malik Smith waiting on deck. (3-2) jumping around at second. Ground ball to short. Runner's going to go. Play's going to go to third. Off the mark. Tag. Got him. Good reach by Peterson. So Wendell trying to move up on a ball that was hit in front of him. Generally a no-no, and it cost him.
Yeah, absolutely a no-no, especially this part of the ball game. Great play right there, and recognition by Beckham and Peterson right off the bat. Beckham knows he's going to third base. Peterson, a nice tag, throw a little bit behind and makes the adjustment and reach for it and then back and catching him on the hip. Nice play right there, a big play by the Oriole defense.
So they get the lead runner, fielder's choice. Sucre on at first base now, and Malik Smith up. We have seen some less than stellar base running here in this ball game, and for both sides, but particularly seemingly for Tampa Bay. Smith's been thrown out trying to steal in the third when it didn't make any sense. Then he got thrown out at the plate trying to score in the seventh inning on an error on a ball that was at first base on a throw. Foul back and out of play. Both of these ball clubs this year have made more than their share of mistakes on the base paths.
Oh yeah.
Whether they're both trying to force the issue because they're struggling, I don't know, but
yeah, a little of both. And you know, obviously the Rays have a lot of young players making some youthful mistakes, and the Orioles are running some younger guys in there now. So yeah, it's just about cleaning the game up. If you want to be better, you got to minimize the mistakes.
0-2, they're not holding the runner. Pitch will be taken up high. Smith, a base hit by a pitch and a walk. He's been on, and he's been taken off on the base paths all 3 times. One of those the caught stealing, one a 6-3, part of a double play, and one the play by Davis throwing him out at the plate. 1-2 pitch, went around on that one. So Wright works his way out of the jam. The Orioles will go to the bottom half of the 9th inning trailing by 1. Tonight here at the ballpark, Laura Owens, president of Transcend, threw out the ceremonial first pitch tonight, and she threw that first pitch to former major leaguer Curtis Pride, MLB's ambassador for inclusion. Pride, a Maryland native, he was born deaf, played 421 major league ball games. Transcend, a nonprofit dedicated to improving education and employment for youth with disabilities. Recognizing them here at the ballpark tonight.
That's great.
Yep, and a lot stayed for the ball game who were here for the opening ceremonies. So here we go, one-run ball game, bottom half of the ninth inning. Caleb Joseph will lead it off, then the top of the order. Pruitt, who came on to get the final out in the eighth inning, will stay on, trying to pick up the save here in the ball game. The Orioles trying to get one to tie and move it on, or a couple, and wrap this ball game up. Fouled away. Pruitt has one save on the year. Yet another one of those situations with this ball club where a lot of people have had opportunities. He is 1 for 2 in saves. 1 for 1 against the Orioles.
A ton of different roles.
Yeah. Breaking ball will miss down low.
I'm sure every day is an adventure when you see the lineup card. Find out what your responsibility is.
Shift on against Caleb. 0 for 3, 3 fly balls in this ball game. 1-2 delivery on the way, and he knew it. Froze him with a breaking ball.
Yeah, he's got a real good breaking ball. And locking Caleb Joseph up here. Looks like it's going to be the high heater and dropping down into the zone. Tightly spun hook right there as well.
So Pruitt gets one of the 3 needs. Tim Beckham, top of the order, a walk and a run scored, officially 0 for 3 at the plate. The Orioles are 10 and 19 in one-run ball games this year, and as we mentioned, Tampa Bay 19 and 23, playing more one-run games than anyone else in the game. Fouled off. Orioles baseball on Masson, brought to you by Southwest. Low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Givens in the bullpen if needed. McBride Jr. good job coming on. Gave up the leadoff double but got out of that inning. These teams have not played a one-run ball game against one another. Mike was talking about the top, how while the numbers on the season series look equal, they've been blowout games one way or the other.
Unbelievable.
0-2 the count. Check swing one around. He got him, 2 down.
Well, another good breaking ball there for Pruitt. Caleb Joseph locked up on one, and the check swing here threw it hard. Looked like it was going to be the fastball in the outside corner. But breaking just when Beckham realizes it's the curve.
He has struck out all 3 batters he's faced. Cobb is on the hook right now for the Orioles. Would be 2 and 14 and 0 and 3 against his former team if he loses. Yarbrough came on for 4 1/3, 2 runs on 6 hits. There's an opportunity to be the winning pitcher in the ball game. Sucre out to make sure now with 2 down. There are no questions about what they're doing. If Yarbrough wins this ball game, he's going to be 9 and 5.
Wow.
Working as one of those long relievers when they have an opener start the ball game.
Well, he was impressive.
Not done yet though is Jonathan. Scope delivered a big home run, 5th inning, 15th of the year, good for 2. Multi-hit game, 2 for 4 with a single. 9-game hit streak for him. Again, the Orioles though have only scored with a long ball. Davis the solo, Scope the 2-run homer. 0-1 delivery, off speed pitch will miss.
A good take right there from Jonathan Scope. Didn't like the first call on the slider. And a nice job by Pruitt, just pushing it out an inch or 2 more. And Jonathan not flinching.
1 ball, 1 strike delivery. Right-hander comes a little harder this time, 1-2.
Yeah, making that one look like more like the fastball. 89 miles an hour on that breaking ball. Just enough bend.
Scott, or Scope rather, 2 for 6 off Pruitt. 2 down, nobody on, 9th inning. 1-2 delivery on the way. That'll bounce. Rays trying to go up 6-4 in the season series. They led 2-0. Scope's home run tied it up. They got 2 runs in the 7th, and bear in mind there is an unearned run on the board that right now is the difference in this game. 2-2 delivery on the way, and a little nubber that's going to go foul.
Boy, relentless out there with the hard slider. He's working that edge. Jonathan Scope, and a little too close now with the 2 strikes to take the pitch. Good job fouling that one off.
The Orioles starters have had 26 unearned runs scored against them this year, and that is the 5th most in the American League.
Yeah, that's tough.
2 ball, 2 strike count. Scope waiting on it. Jonathan pops it up, first base. Bowers is there, and that's the ball game. Great job by Pruitt. Pruitt works an inning and a third, gives up nothing, strikes out 3. He will get the save, his 2nd, and Yarbrough will get his 9th win. Cobb drops to 2-14. So game 1 goes to the Rays 4-3. Game 2 of the 4-game set tomorrow. Andrew Kashner on the mound against Chris Archer. Our coverage on MASN 2, 6:30 goes extra, presented by Southwest. Our game coverage will be at 7. This has been a MASN presentation. Tom and Rick coming up. They'll take a look back as the Orioles battled again late in the ball game to get it tied up, but not enough to put this Rays team away, as again the non-starter starter works, as the Rays now go 53-50 on the year. For Mike Wardig and all of our crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Have a great rest of the evening. Hope to see you right back here tomorrow night. Adieu.